have an issue with my camera, so
It's a New York thing.
Really,
I guess so.
It's
I
a
guess
New
so.
York thing.
It's a blackout.
That's why I want to move to North Carolina.
Ladies and gentlemen,
move to North Carolina.
hold on for a second there. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another riveting episode of R is Untitled. I got always my favorite three words with the algorithms, of course. That is like, share, and subscribe. Also, I like to throw this out. Yes, the Knicks are on TV. Yes, they are playing Game 2 in the ECF. That is the Eastern Conference Finals. That is tonight. So far, what's the score? 20-19 in favor of Cavaliers, or whatnot. Yes, I know I'm doing a show during this this grand event, and it's not a popular choice, but guess what? I'm doing it anyway because it's all about consistency.
And you know what? You can actually watch the game and watch the show at the same time. It's actually possible.
How about that? It's like Ev said, it's totally possible. So if you join in, if you watch, great. If you don't, I understand, I get it. But at the same time, no, you can expand your horizons within that. So once again, like, share, and subscribe if you care. If you like the content, even if you don't like the content, let me know. Also, let me know what you want to be, what you would like to discuss. As we are more than sports, with sports, life, and all that's in between that. So get on board. R is Untitled Live. Let's get into it, shall we? First thing on the docket, while basketball's going on, there's a certain young man, and I'm glad we have a Steeler fan to get her views on this gentleman here.
Oh, you didn't introduce everybody.
Oh, you know what? My bad. My bad. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna get the lady. Let's start with her. Ev, how you doing tonight, miss?
I'm good. I am just, God is good.
Indeed. Good to have you on. Also joining is my man, Reg, who's not working tonight. He's not at the bowling alley, living that retired life. Living that retired. What do you mean you know you're not? You're not living a retired life? Or you are living
not at the bowling alley.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Well, you can show your face. I mean, it's not like we don't know what you look like.
I'm not as glammed up as you are.
Really? Well, put a little makeup on.
Nah, we ain't doing that. That's not that. It ain't that type of show.
Negative.
It ain't that type of show. And last but not least, my good friend, the Dominator, formerly of the BX and now residing in the Carolina. And I always like to joke around and say, I'm not going to tell you if it's north or south. You got to figure that shit out. Dom, what's up, brother? How you doing, man, my man?
All good. All right, let's roll, baby.
Let's roll. Let's get into this. Now, like I was saying, let's get into the NFL just a little bit. This guy here, the diva, finally decides. And this, honestly, was I shocked by this? Absolutely not. I wasn't even shocked that he took his time, the usual diva, all in his feelings, going to his little retreat. Whether he sits in a dark room or not, I don't know, and I don't care. But we all knew he was going to come back. And now he comes back for 1 year. He announces a retirement tour. Well,
it's the Play Till You're Gray tour.
Well, he should have retired a year or two ago. To be honest, if we put it that way, he should have retired a year or two ago. Now, my thing with this guy, is it going to be a good season for Pittsburgh? Even though he and the coach, hold on, let me see. Let me get my man here. And Roland Black, your mic is live as well. Thank you for joining us tonight. Appreciate you, of course. The thing with Aaron Rodgers and whatnot is it going to help them win, help them to a winning season this year? The answer is a resounding no. No. One, he's getting older. You can't move like you used to. The offensive line has troubles. The receiving core isn't really that great. If you run out of options, matter of fact, the coach is gone. Probably one of the best receivers, believe it or not, is Kenneth Gainwell, the running back. Okay, he just made strides as a receiving back. DK Metcalf, while I do like him, but again, he's another year older. I don't know. I don't think it's going to work out this year. So, and this is going to actually, I just saw something. He's getting paid more than he did last year. He's getting like 22, 23 million a year for this last year.
So does that mean he's going to come back next year and be like, I want to be like Tom Brady?
No, that's it. He's done. Of course, there'll be some rumors here and there, during the off season, but he's done.
I'm over it. I'm really over it.
Yeah, I hear you, but again, I really didn't care less. It was a little bit of news. Yeah, go ahead, Ev.
You know who I feel bad for is Mason Rudolph. Like, this guy keeps getting pushback and pushback. Him and Will Howard are competing for backup quarterback. Like,
Right.
what's wrong with the guy? Like, send him somewhere else. Come on. Anyway,
Mason Rudolph hasn't done anything to win the job. So
I mean, a few things he may have done. There's been some glimpses. I'm not going to take away from him totally and whatnot. But again, I don't know, man. At this point, I don't even understand why Pittsburgh was even bringing him back after he pulled another diva act. To be perfectly honest, at some point, just cut it off and let him move on. If he wants to sign with another team, fine. If he wants to retire, fine. But I would not have gone through that whole song and dance with this guy. I just wouldn't. It's a waste of time. I would try to focus on the future. You know what I'm saying, and bring somebody young in and just rebuild and whatnot.
Because it's not about the game anymore. It's about likes on Twitter and or Facebook, whatever it's called, X.
That's what he's always been about. Him, and more him.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you.
Let's call a spade a spade.
Thank you. It's technically called narcissistic personality disorder, but I won't go there.
Yeah, so we can move on from Aaron Rodgers.
Before we move on from that, do you think it's like a payback from how his career started? How he had to wait for Favre, and Favre would do the same thing he's doing. The song and dance, come back.
That's an interesting point.
It's just like the Aaron Rodgers, let me get even routine. I don't know. I'm just.
You know what? That's a good point. To be perfectly honest,
that is a good point, actually, because it's the same it's the same coach that he was with.
And then you have that, Ev. Yeah. Then there's that.
Yeah, it's true that.
I don't even know why you brought this shit up. Or you know what's funny? Again, I always say we had this conversation when we still had me, you, Reggie, Mac.
Right.
And, this guy bitched his way all the time in Green Bay. They don't give me enough weapons. But you never turned down extra dollars to get those weapons. So he's always been I don't know.
I'm over it.
He's a Hall of Famer. Let him retire, wait his 5 years, go to the Hall of Fame, and don't show up late. Just be on time. And
he's going to show up late because he wants all the attention. I can't. I got to get off. I can't.
Yeah.
Listen.
Even talking about it makes my skin, makes me itchy.
Oh, my God. That's horrible.
I think we're all in agreement.
You see the money what's the name got, right, since you want to talk football?
Who?
Matthew Stafford.
What do you get?
$55 million for 1 year, could be 60.
Well,
he's the MVP though. He just won MVP. If I'm not mistaken.
I think you're right. I think he did win the MVP,
and I don't think he's 55 years old either.
Nah, he's not. But Matthew Stafford, man, I think he gets overlooked sometimes.
Yeah, I always said that.
I think he gets overlooked sometimes. Also, let me talk about my man real quick. What he put down, Ronan Black. Ronan, you were saying about how Michael Pittman is a very good wide receiver. Actually, he's underrated. He's an excellent route runner. You could be correct. I'm not too sure. I'm not a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I don't really be checking them like that. Even though I believe Pittman played on another organization, if I'm not mistaken, before latching on with Pittsburgh or whatnot. And
Pittman, wait a minute. I don't know, but
why am I thinking Tampa Bay? I don't know. Oh, he went to the Colts. Okay.
No, he said the Colts. That makes sense.
Mason Rudolph went to Tampa Bay, but it's I'm just over it. I'm over the whole look at me bullshit.
Hey, you know what they say? If you can do it, I mean, I'm trying to read Ronan's comments.
Yeah,
and he's saying that the backup who Ev was talking about, and Ronan's probably knows more about football than all of us.
For sure.
He says he's not the answer, so here we go again. It's not the answer, so Ronan, fuck it, you stay out there, bro.
Where's Bishop? Where's Bishop, anyways? Is he out watching the game? Like, come on, get on.
He'll be here.
I'm joking.
Nah, he'll be here soon. But again, you know what? like I said, Dom, again, they should have just like turned the page on this guy and called it a day and develop your future. Get
Right.
yourself a young quarterback
Yo,
that
who
you
is
can
that?
develop. I have no idea. I don't know.
Exactly.
Well, he
It could have
went
been it could have been Rudolph. It could have been Will Howard. Somebody. It could have been
Well,
somebody we never
They're not even looking
considered.
at the new guy. They're not even looking at this kid they just drafted. Like, he's not even an option right now.
So why bother even drafting him then? That doesn't make any sense.
Thank you. Thank
That doesn't make any
you.
sense.
To that point, guys, it is the NFL. The NFL drafts, for the long-term future, where the NBA, they're into here and now. We'll draft you if you're 15 years old. The NFL, I'll give them that. They do have and it's been changing recently, especially with the quarterback. You guys know, it used to take a quarterback years before they put him out there under pressure.
Right.
Now they're getting slowly but surely, they're putting these guys in at an early time. But the NFL, again, they draft long-term. And how do you get to long-term when you keep going backwards? That's the part that, if that makes sense, kind of puzzles me with this.
Thank you, Dom. They keep
Rodgers
recycling.
thing.
They keep recycling.
It's like NBA coaches, man. And we'll get to that in a minute. that recycling shit is
right. Stop recycling the same people. Like, is there nothing new? Is there no new crop? I mean, come on.
Let me see.
Yeah, Ronan says older players usually come to training camp late on the regular. So Rodgers showing up late shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. Okay, granted.
But I mean, how I guess let me just go back on camera. I guess my question is, how long do you put up with that disrespect? How long do you put up with him showing up late or making a decision late or making people wait? Like, come on, grow up, get a pair of whatever you got down there and make a decision.
Well, you know what? The responsibility shouldn't be on him. It should be on the organization.
Right. Yeah.
They're the ones that should close the door. Not just close the door, but they should slam the door in his face.
Thank you.
But again, guys, not to beat this puppy.
Don't.
Everybody along the way allowed this. So yes, we could say Aaron Rodgers is a diva. He's a puppy. He's a whatever we want to call him. He's not the one that's sitting back saying, "Come on, we'll wait, Ronan. Take your time." Somebody is saying this shit, or they would have moved on.
Right.
So they instead of having a nickel in that dime, they got about 7-8 cents in that dime because they are the ones that are tolerating it. And you know what? Can't blame Tomlin. You can't blame nobody else this time except the people running this organization.
Exactly.
And it's spooky, and I'll leave it here. What's even more spookier is they bring in his former coach.
Right. Thank you, Dom.
That's kind of spooky.
Somebody is paying attention.
Yeah.
Our brother Av in the chat, he said, until they find a blue chip quarterback in the draft,
they'll keep putting them in there. Yeah.
Well, this is the last time, apparently. This is the last time.
That's what he said, right?
Yeah. That's what he said. He said, this is it. So thank God this circus show in Pittsburgh is over.
Okay. Tell me that next season.
I will, because he's
we'll try. We'll try.
Because first of all, he's not the mobile quarterback like back when he was like in his 30s. Hell, you're not that guy anymore, and your line isn't that great.
He's only 11 years younger than me. Come on. Like, seriously,
how old is he, guys?
41.
He's 42, I thought.
Oh, excuse me, 42.
I'm 53. I'll be 54 this year. He's only 11 years younger than me. I mean, I'm not old, but in quarterback speak, I am.
I blame Jay-Z for this.
Why?
40 is the new 30, 50 is the new 20. I don't know. I can't keep up. I know I feel my damn age. I don't know what they talking about, but that's just me.
Yeah, Av is like, I don't know who's worse, Rodgers or
They cut from the same cloth, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, pretty much.
Reggie said it correctly.
Pretty much.
But you know what, man? Remember they used to always say that ship has sailed? Remember that saying?
Yes.
Well, that ship's in the bottom of the ocean.
Wow.
We're the idiots for
The
talking about it.
Titanic.
Yeah, we're the dummies talking about it, Reg.
Hey, listen, I tried to get off of this subject as soon as it came up. Y'all wanted to keep talking on it.
Yeah, right.
I said,
Yeah,
next,
I
let's
yield
go.
my time to the nobody in the audience. All right. Yeah.
All right, I hear you. Exactly. I hear you. Well, since you want to move on, well, let's move on, shall we?
All right.
Let's get into this. Do some basketball stuff. You know what? Before even that, Dom. You know what?
Yeah.
You have the coaches movements, like Jason
Wow.
Kidd getting fired. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I like the way you went to Rodgers first, and that was going to be last. That was pretty good.
Thank you.
Unless I typed it wrong, I normally just copy and paste it.
This is all right.
I'm smart, man.
Nah, you got it, brother. You got it. But again,
Yeah, I got the coaching. Yeah, that was supposed to be first. So yeah, we
I
can
thought,
save the Knicks for
I thought
last.
Chicago picked Kid up.
Did they already?
oh, really?
No, I didn't
Nah.
see
Think
that.
so.
I
I
get
didn't
all of
see
them
that
alerts.
either.
I didn't see that. Yeah.
Do the research.
Get out of here. Go ahead, keep talking. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't see that. You know,
What? Somebody research it. I
am.
think Chicago picked them up.
Okay, I'm looking at it now.
okay.
I don't
Let's
see
take a look.
that. No,
No.
I just see Dallas Mavericks part ways.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Chicago. Let me see.
Yeah, that's
No,
about
they
it.
don't- It
man.
ain't. I would have got that alert.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what? If we're gonna talk about it,
Good. Of course.
here is a good move to be a good move. They hired probably one of the best GM presidents of the last maybe 10, 15 years, Ajiri from Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
And the handwriting's on the wall, guys. This ain't we're going to be in the playoffs next year fighting for a title. No, this is a straight up rebuild. Maybe Kid with his, I ain't going to say old school mentality, but he's been around for a minute.
Right.
So maybe Ajiri is like, you know what? We're going to move on now in hopes that I forgot what spot. Anybody know where they fall in the draft?
Mm.
I'm pretty sure they're high
so-
because they have one of the worst records in the damn league.
Right.
Hey, you know the ping pong balls. Who knows?
Yeah.
Hey, Dom.
But
Well, they did that already, didn't they? They did the ping pong balls.
Dom, the Dallas Mavericks traded Luka Doncic
Yeah.
Yeah.
to the Los Angeles Lakers, not Chicago.
oh no, I was talking about
No,
Jason
that-
Kidd,
Right.
the coach.
Oh, sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
But
All right, here we go, guys. Hold on one second. Dallas. Yeah, they're not. Can't find a draft order.
Let's see.
Yeah,
They got. Hold on. They got the
They got
ninth overall pick.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, they got the ninth overall pick. Now
That
here's the
ain't
thing.
gonna-
It's funny how you mentioned this team Dallas whatnot with the guy with the new GM and whatnot. I was thinking about Kyrie Irving. To be honest,
He'll be back.
You think he'll be back? He might be on the move.
Yeah. Unless they hit pay dirt R and get a point guard in the draft.
I don't know. I don't see Kyrie hanging around too much because with the new GM, he's gonna want to put his stamp. You already got a
Right.
cornerstone player in Cooper Flag. You understand who won Rookie of the Year and whatnot. So that's gonna be the main guy. So they're gonna try to build around that. And I don't know if Kyrie's gonna fit into that because Kyrie's 34 years old.
Yeah. I just don't think they have a lot of options, to be honest.
Mm.
I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, but I don't think they unless, like I said, I'm trying to find one of the mock drafts
Mm-hmm.
and see who
And see who's who, right?
possibly is going to go 8.
Mm.
I don't know, but they're stuck for a few years, guys. Let's just keep it a buck.
Nick Av said Giannis, so I'm like, no. Don't mess the team up. You might as well look at Jason Kidd if you're going to do that.
No, I don't know. I just think they're stuck for a while. So why not? I mean, I heard rumors that what's the name? They was going to bring him back to Chicago.
Who?
Thibodeau.
Oh wow.
Oh.
That's just rumors,
Yeah, and it should stay a rumor, to be honest with you.
Well, they're another one. Where are they going? We are talking about the NBA, fellas. Let's not act like we're talking about, some groundbreaking shit here. The teams that suck, who are in the lottery this year, are going to be the teams that suck and are in the lottery next year. So if you can get you a coach that'll hold pat, what do they call that, guys? Stopgap. If you can get you a stopback coach, stopback point guard, when your team, look at this, guys, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wizards, Pacers, Brooklyn, Utah. 5, Sacramento. The only team on there that'll be even decent next year probably will be Indiana because they had injuries this year.
Right.
The other 4, they're going to be in the lottery next year. Let's keep it a buck. They'll be in the lottery next year.
Wow.
They got it. It's bigger than this, guys. That's an NBA issue, man. They got to knock this shit off with the ping pong balls. No,
I agree.
I said this for years, man.
I agree.
You're rewarding a team for losing, for tanking. Throw all 30 teams in the damn thing, spin that shit, and wherever it falls, it falls.
And if it's a winning team that gets the overall
I don't care
pick,
if it's the team that won the championship.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly.
Now we reward success. We don't reward failure. That's some crazy shit, guys. If you think about that in like society, employment, anything in the world, army, you don't reward people for sucking. NBA does,
No, but you're right on that.
And it'll be the same teams next year, guys. Remember this conversation. 4 of them 5 teams will be in the lottery next year.
Right.
Dom, that's kind of the theme right now. Is everybody is being rewarded for sucking?
Well, it's all part of. Here she goes. Stop.
All part of the.
Don't you start. Don't you start.
Here's the funny thing, R. I don't care what order you take it. Right now, the 4 best teams are in the playoffs.
Right.
Serious. And Cleveland was 3. Cleveland was 4. The Knicks were 3.
Right.
But you tell me they weren't the 2 best teams in the East. Detroit, we knew who Detroit was, guys. They can't score 100 points.
No.
Boston was playing way over their head with that kindergarten kangaroo roster all year. The Knicks and Cleveland could have been 1-2, 2-1. But again, this is one year the NBA might have gotten it right with the best teams are in the Final 4. For real. Say what you want. We don't like Cleveland because they're playing the Knicks. That's not the point I'm making. The point I'm making is the 4 best teams are the 4 less teams remaining.
Right.
That's weird.
And we get a score update.
And it's strange because we always say don't worry about the regular season. To a degree, yeah. But it's kind of holding pat because if I'm not mistaken, San Antonio beat OKC 4 out of 5 times this year. I'm pretty sure of that because one of the games was the Sippy Cup. Right. And then San Antonio went on to play the Knicks, remember, for the Sippy Cup championship.
The Sippy Cup.
Is it really called the Sippy Cup championship?
So they beat OKC 4 out of 5 times this year. I don't think OKC had a losing record against any team. But here we are, And let's just hope it pans out because this is the first year, guys, that ratings don't count until the championship. That's the only time ratings are really going to count because, like I keep saying, guys, $144 billion bill has been paid. NBA is happy. They don't give a shit if you're watching, Ronan's watching, the Godfather's watching. They don't care. They got 144 billion reasons to say.
I'm a little upset.
Why?
Yeah, why?
I'm a little upset.
Uh-oh. Well, show your face.
Prime didn't get none of this playoff stuff. So
Who?
Prime.
They had some playoff games,
early
I
on.
think it might be over now.
Yeah,
Oh,
early
it's
on.
definitely over,
And they're the
cause
ones that invested the bulk of that $144 billion. Remember,
Exactly.
my
I
point.
think
So
they're up to 74, 75 billion themselves. Then you get Disney, Peacock, NBC. Yeah,
Dom knows why I'm upset.
you know why I'm upset. Shut up.
So,
I had to tell everybody
okay.
last night on the Blue Blue show.
Let's visit that topic. Let's visit that topic again. Okay. If they take the woman off the show, it's okay.
No, we're not doing this right now.
But
We're not doing
let
this.
her
Right
finish because we're gonna make another point about that. That's a good point. Not just the woman thing, but go ahead, Ev.
Yeah. You can still watch it even though the attractive woman is not on the show. I'm just saying.
Well, let's get
She's
away
a
from the
very
attractive.
She's a very good journalist. What are you talking about?
You remember, guys? When
Yeah,
y'all
yeah.
was talking-
Clean that up. Clean that
Yeah,
up.
when
Okay.
y'all was talking kind of crap about my girl, and I put her portfolio on that Twitter, text shit we have. This girl has checked all the boxes. Let's keep it real, guys. Research it again in case you deleted the text. She has checked all boxes. But here's the scary thing, guys. ESPN, for example. First of all, you bring the shit show from TNT to a shit show called ESPN. But the spooky thing is, you got Malika Andrews and the people on ESPN holding it down all year, and now we're in the playoffs, leading into the championship that they'll be doing, mind you, and they got her coming off the bench for these three clowns that everybody stopped watching 9 years ago.
Did they really stop watching? Did they really stop? Listen, I don't know.
The numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. People lie with numbers. Why do you think TNT, no matter how Ernie Johnson, who sounds like he's doing a funeral every week, all that crying and whining he did, TNT themselves did not try to compete financially with the other people bargaining for this shit. So TNT knew our ratings are going down. But again, guys, here's the spooky thing. Nobody's going to care about ratings no more until the championship. Because the bill has been paid, guys. $144 billion. Can you imagine that shit?
No.
The ratings not going to be bad if the Knicks make it.
They cut Prime off, as Reggie brought up. The biggest bankroller of this shit is on the bench. No, that don't even sound right, guys. Yeah, that don't even sound right. I'm just putting it out there. Because again, guys, the people
thank you for clearing that up.
Yeah, the people that are doing it, Reggie, that are going to take the mantle from here, have been doing it. And the shit has not been successful. It ain't me saying this, guys. Y'all know I like numbers. I read numbers. The ratings have been down. The revenue sharing is going down because of the ratings. And now all of a sudden, here comes these three wallet-carrying, giving you $144 billion. So now you don't give two shits who tunes in, guys. Serious. There's subscriptions now. It's like going back to the wire, guys. As many people in D.C. and all over try to put a kibosh to the wire. HBO said kick rocks. We don't need nobody. We have subscribers. We don't need commercials. We don't need none of that shit.
None of that shit.
We have subscribers. And that's how the NBA is right now. Except for the next several years, ESPN, ABC still going to be doing the championship, which is painful to all end. But hey, I'm not the one cutting the checks. But we'll find out come the end of the championship how the ratings stacked up over the last umpteen years.
You know, I had a little dispute with what you were saying. But you're right. But again, in regards to those guys, I'm talking about Johnson, Jet, Shaq, and also Barkley and whatnot. Yeah, the ratings may have gone down, but again, this is what all people talk about is these four guys after the analysis and whatnot.
But is it all good, or?
That I mean, again, I agree with you.
I'll bring up last year when I brought it up last year. They had it's one of them shows on Fox, and they was taking callers or something, and somebody brought up a great point, whether you believe it or not. Shaq and Charles spend more time bashing players in the NBA than they do uplifting them.
Right.
So I started thinking to myself, let me see if this caller really. And guess what? All the way from Shaq and a fool to going at it with who was that draft pick? I'm not going to use the word bust. Kwame Brown. All they did was badmouth these guys, man. That's no way to uplift your product, the product that's paying your salary. So, yeah. But again, guys, it's water under the bridge now, man. Nobody's going to care. I'm not. It's just hard for me. I've never been an ESPN fan to begin with.
Right. Right.
So it's really hard for me to even ever try to defend them. They went south after they lost all. And guess what, guys? All of the people that have been successful this year during this changeover, Mike Tirico, where did he come from? ESPN. Miss Taylor, where did she come from? ESPN. Yeah. Tracy McGrady, ESPN. So these guys, somebody tapped into Reggie Miller. I think he was with TNT.
He was.
But he as annoying as he is, he does a decent job. You know, and that's what I was telling Av and them last night.
Right.
Maybe if we just get beyond the point that we just hate this dude because for his 17 seconds of fame against us, do we hate him that much that
Yes, we do.
So, I'm about to say, some people do. They still hold it against them.
I'm one of them. Oh, shit. Don't get it twisted. I'm one of them.
Right.
Now I'm old enough to say, you know what?
Him, his sister, I don't care. I don't like none of them damn Millers.
So the Knicks are up. The Knicks are up by 2 points. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Oliver.
And I hate when people give updates because for some strange reason, direct
wow,
TV,
that's rude.
the direct TV is always about 10 seconds behind. So
word. Hold on for a second, guys.
Ev stole that thunder.
Exactly. Hold on. Whoa. Let me bring Sir Bishop in. Ev was asking about you, Bishop. How you doing, man?
I wasn't asking. Well, maybe I was, but nothing.
Yes,
hi.
She glammed up tonight. She glammed up.
It's okay. The Bishop is here. Everything is all right.
Bishop. She went from where's Bishop
exactly
to looking at me and Reggie slide eye when we was talking about the lady from Prime. I ain't saying no names. Y'all know who I'm talking about. But
I'm just saying.
She went from where's Bishop to Reggie and Dominic drop dead. I don't want to hear about that lady. I don't care how good she looked.
Here we go.
You can watch a game without having to see the pretty women on the side. Like, I get it. I get why football has cheerleaders, because people who are watching the cheerleaders are not watching the game.
I'm pretty sure everybody on this line is watching the game right now.
Oh yeah,
I know.
Right. We're not that slow, are we?
No, we're not.
Yeah. Here's groundbreaking news. I did not ride the little yellow bus to school.
Oh my God!
I rode the city bus actually, but
exactly.
Not to break from anything, but the Yankee game is really, really boring.
What is it? Still 1-0?
Yes.
Oh, I love those games.
They're struggling again. Yeah, me too.
I love those type of games. Same here.
It's so slow.
That's baseball at its finest, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love those 2-1 games, 1-0. Yeah, I love those games.
That's
man.
baseball at its finest, man.
Exactly. The manager's got to play chess.
Yeah, exactly. Are you?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You know what's weird though? To Ev's point, and y'all know because y'all been to live games. A 1-0 game in the stadium don't look like a 1-0 game on television.
Right.
No, it don't. It don't, because you don't got no commercials.
Right.
So like if your team is down 1-0, you're sitting in your seat, on eggshells, tapping your foot all damn time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's a big difference.
It's a huge difference, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, the Knicks are up 45-40.
Wow, that was quick. What channel is it on? Well, like seriously, what channel?
ESPN.
ESPN, the ultimate shit show.
Really? It's not on I can't get it on Amazon or Stars or any of these other things I pay for.
No, unless you got the ESPN app.
Exactly.
No.
Or wait a minute, which streaming network carries ABC?
Wouldn't that be Hulu?
Is it Paramount?
I think
No,
it's,
it's not
Hulu.
Paramount.
no,
Hulu.
Paramount
Hulu.
is.
Yeah, Hulu.
Yeah, but I gotta pay for that too. I already pay for freaking Paramount and Amazon and all this other crap that I don't really watch.
Well, we're proud of you. You did not take any of your money and give it to the NBA this year. And they don't care because they already got $140
Exactly.
million.
Oh my god!
I'm sorry, y'all.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think Hulu does do ABC.
They do.
Yes.
They do.
I shouldn't have to pay for cable to be able to watch the sports.
Well,
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 that ship has sailed. That
When
ship
it comes
has sailed
on-
a long
when it comes
time
on-
ago.
When it comes on NBC and ABC, you all in there. You good.
Yeah. Matter of fact, that's who's doing the championship, Bishop. ABC.
Yes.
I only turn on the like ABC or NBC channels during football season, but like I should be able to watch it year round. Come on,
Nah.
Man,
I'm paying
Yeah.
for it.
I'm
Them days are
feeling.
gone.
I'm feeling your pain, but
Them days is gone.
that ain't
It's all
helping you.
It's all about
Free
it's all about
TV ain't free no more.
That's
No
right.
shit.
Well, it's not free. Are you kidding me? I'm paying like almost $100 a month.
Does anybody still have cable other than me? I mean, I have DirecTV.
I
you
mean-
guys do the Roku and all of that.
Yeah. I do like the Fire Stick and all that stuff.
Right.
And just add my certain apps on there. So
Right.
allows-
Like a la carte, right?
yeah.
Right. It's the same thing with Roku. Roku is Walmart's brand, but it's the same thing. You pick what you want. I'm not paying $200 to watch channels that I don't even watch. Go ahead.
I gotta tell you, like my thing is, and I'm gonna tell you a quick story. I have something I pay $25 a month. I have every
Whoa. Let's get this.
No,
Okay,
Bishop.
whoa.
No, Bishop.
This is it's self-incriminating.
Right.
You plead the fifth.
No.
That is
Wow.
not really a picture of Rodney up there. Okay.
We can take that offline. We can take that offline.
I can't right now.
Copyright.
You know what, Bishop? I don't even think nobody cares about that no more.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
But it's
I've
you know,
never had none of that stuff, Bishop. I pay for everything. DirecTV.
The funny thing is actually
it's
illegal.
expensive,
Paramount.
though. It's expensive, and
Yeah.
there are ways around it. Like I have a smart TV, and I get channels that I want. And you can go. Walmart sells. You can get a 50-inch smart TV at Walmart for under $300.
Oh yeah.
Easy.
And it comes with all the channels.
I gotta
and
give.
and then 4 months later, you're getting another one.
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
See, Reggie, is he still here? Reggie still
Yeah.
here?
Yes, I
He's still
am,
there.
sir.
You know,
He's not showing his face, so he's really not here.
Thanks to my friendship with Reggie. How's that commercial go? What's the thing that they save me? What's that commercial where they save me so much money?
Geico?
Geico, yeah. Reggie was my Geico. Reggie
What?
talked me into getting rid of my Benz and getting a less expensive automobile, which is still nice.
Wait a minute.
And now I can afford all that stuff.
How do we go from TVs to Mercedes-Benz?
Because Reggie saved me enough money to get another streaming network. And that's why he's my friend.
Yeah,
You know what, guys?
You're welcome, Don. You're welcome.
Thank you. I feel her pain.
No Diddy.
Because nothing is free unless we take this offline. But
Wait.
I'm paying a fucking arm and a leg for all this shit, man.
Right.
I gotta stop, man. Seriously.
And Bishop, while I thank you for the save and whatnot, I get that. My stuff is actually,
Wow.
Bishop, just tell him shut up.
Say it, Bishop. I mean,
You can-
come
you
on,
can-
like,
You getting a
stop
gag
beating-
order, bro.
stop beating around the bush, man. For real.
No
You
dig.
can
No dig.
talk to her about that offline.
Yeah.
Wait. Don't talk to me about nothing. I don't want to know nothing about nothing.
oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Wow.
but again, to Bishop's point though, If I'm not mistaken, NBC is doing the Western Conference, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Prime is the Western Conference games, and
I think it's Peacock, man.
No, it's
It is
NBC.
Peacock.
Yeah, I think Prime is done.
Oh, it's Peacock.
Yeah, I think they're
But-
done.
You can
I
get
think-
like
Oh, hey,
Wait.
Dom,
Hold on.
they're done.
Yeah, yep.
you
They're
can't
done.
get any of the channels.
You can if you got basic cable. You got NBC, don't you?
Me no.
You know the little Peacock.
You should.
Doom, doom, doom.
Yeah.
I will no. I mean, I I can get it
Yeah.
probably the free channels on the NBC, but
Ev, can I ask you a question?
but
Are you doing this telecast in a basement somewhere in Afghanistan?
why?
I know you get NBC. I mean, damn. You hanging out
Wow.
with Bin Laden's relatives or some shit?
Wow. Okay.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Moving on. Moving
Yeah,
on.
good point.
Yeah,
Don't
y'all
regular
are too damn
TV
much,
from here
man.
on,
Y'all are
so.
too much, man.
Oh my
Y'all are too much. I ain't gonna lie.
Yes,
You guys-
That was fun.
and,
That was
and-
fun.
and tonight's show is sponsored by Diarrhea Mouth. Tonight's show, it's like, yo, what happens when you have diarrhea mouth? You start telling on yourself,
Oh my God! Wow, you're making me cry.
incriminating
Jesus.
yourself. It's like, yo, that's not the question that they ask you, sir. Please stick to the script. You were caught on the stand telling on yourself, and then I took the gun and
Wait a minute.
And cleaned it.
Remember Dragnet with Joe Friday?
Oh my
Of
God!
course.
Just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts.
Wow.
Oh, you're not on the first 48, dude. Stop.
And we followed him home from his car.
Oh Lord. Wow. Okay.
Wow. Another night. It's only 9:15.
Wow. That's it.
I'm trying to save you from yourself, player.
Thank you, brother. I see it, and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yo, let's move on to the
Oh my
Western
God, my
Conference final.
cheeks hurt from laughing.
So now this series is tied at one game each. San Antonio. Dom, I think you were right. You said that San Antonio has beaten OKC 4 out of 5 times. this
Yes,
season.
sir. Mm-hmm.
Now, I gotta tell you, honestly, I'm so sick of the Cavs. I mean, not the Cavs, the Spurs and whatnot.
Wow.
I really am.
Man, that's a damn shame.
No, I'm sorry.
Man.
I gotta respect the OKC Thunder, man. It's like people just.
Yeah.
Is it me or are they looking past this team? I'm like, no, bro.
I don't think so. No.
Am I working?
Man,
Who
where I work
looking
at?
past who?
They're looking past OKC. At my
No.
job,
Wait a
people
minute.
at my job, son.
Is OKC looking past San Antonio or?
No, people are
Yeah.
looking past OKC.
Oh,
It's the
okay.
new,
Oh,
it's the new
oh,
thing.
people,
It's the new thing. It's like three ply
Right, the
toilet
new
tissue.
toy, the new shiny
It's
toy.
three ply toilet tissue. Everybody's it's a big craze. You know, everybody is like, yo, it's the new thing. It's like, yo, they're not a better team. They're not a better team than OKC. And like I said earlier in the group text message chain, it's like I don't understand. The key to beating San Antonio is just stopping Castle. It's not Wembanyama, it's Castle.
No. Mhm.
Right.
So
It's
can I ask?
Castle, like-
Can I jump in there real quick? Did anybody
Please.
see Hartenstein pull the guy's head last night?
His what?
His locks.
He pulled his
No,
hair.
I didn't. Wasn't
I heard
it?
about it.
Was
Yeah, he
was
pulled it in
yeah.
front. He pulled it in front of the refs, right in front of the ref's
Yeah.
face, and the ref did not call it.
Dude, after he got dunked on like that, yo, he got to do
Ooh.
something, yo.
He pulled his
Ooh.
hair.
I
Yeah.
gotta be honest, guys. I haven't watched much of it because it comes on. I hate to say this, it comes on too late.
Mm.
Was that
8:30
before?
by the
Man,
third
you
quarter,
sounding
it's
like
11
R
o'clock,
right now,
man.
bro.
Yeah,
Was
for
that
sure.
was that before that dunk or after the dunk?
What,
I'm
the pulling of
thinking
the locks?
before.
It was before the dunk. That's
I
why he got
think so.
dunked. That's why he got dunked on like that. That's why. He was like, yo, Castle put a poster on Hartenstein. I mean, it was crazy. I'm like, yeah, as much as those guys are doing, like Castle, I don't have any sympathy for him because he does a lot of dirty stuff too. That's why I was like, they need to put Lou Dort on him and let him figure out how to get through that matrix. You know what I mean? Because it's like, yeah, it's a lot harder to play physical like that on offense if you got somebody who they like that. You know what I'm saying? They built like that and they want that smoke. So it's like that's the key to beating them and beating them handily. Put Lou Dort on him.
I gotta pull for San Antonio. There's something about OKC with their
why, Dom? If you don't mind me asking,
I don't.
You say there's something about them. What in particular?
They just have this air about them, and I'm not taking nothing away from them talent wise. Don't get me wrong, but it's. And again, guys, like I said, I barely watched any of these games, so I'm like Bishop. Maybe I'm the victim of the 3-ply toilet paper boy on the block. I don't know. I just hate seeing the same shit every year.
To your point, Dom.
Hold on, man. How are we seeing the same shit every year? They just won a chip last year. Just last year.
Yeah, but they've been to the conference finals. They've been to this.
It's you know what it is? I think it's a subconscious. Dom is hating because SGA got that MVP.
No, not at all. Not at all. I didn't think he deserved it last year, but hey, water under the bridge now. I just don't. There's something about them, man. And like if you read Av's comment, this is what we said last night. This would be a wet dream for the NBA to have the two teams that played for the championship and the Sippy Cup playing for the championship in the NBA. That'd be the commissioner's wet dream. Because guess what? Both these teams, the Knicks and San Antonio, have got beyond anybody that has won a ring and made it to the Sippy Cup. They all got bumped in the first round, except the Knicks and San Antonio. You know, call it luck, call it whatever, but it would be some ironic shit though, to be honest.
It really would be.
I don't think San Antonio's making it. I don't think San Antonio's making it past OKC. You gotta OKC is their coaching is he's the kind of like next level. San Antonio's coach is figuring it out on the fly, and he's got like an ace. Yeah. He's got an ace in his back pocket with Wemby, so you can always rely on it. It's like if you watch those games, it's like Wemby is in the 3 seconds for like 5-10 seconds. It's like it's an emergency release valve. It's like if everything else fails, just throw the ball to the front of the rim, and he's standing right there.
Right.
Nobody's going to be able to stop him. So I'm like, when are they going to start making that call? It's like, you got to reset. You can't just stay in the paint. At some point, you got to reset from 3 to 5 seconds. He's in there for like 8 seconds, 10 seconds. Like, if you're going to allow him to play like that, the game is going to be real easy because he's not even jumping the dunk. It's going to be really easy. I still got OKC. Got to beat him.
I mean, if SGA is going to get the calls that he get, why not?
Oh, here we go.
But you know what? Not all right. Oh, that's the funny thing that Reggie brings up. We talked about this last night. This is the NBA, guys. There's no standard in the NBA. None. How many times have you heard, well, a foul in the playoffs ain't the same as a foul in the regular season? What does that mean? What does that mean? And what does it mean? Bishop's been in the league for 12 years, so he'll get that call. What does this mean, guys? You are showing your hand that you have no consistency. And I'll go back to last year like I did last night with Av and them. Commissioner Bobblehead, if y'all remember, after the All-Star break, he told the referees to put their whistle in their pocket because the people were getting mad. The games were taking too long. There was too many fouls. There was too many challenges. Put your whistles in your pocket. And the shit carried over from then until now. But somebody got to explain that to me, that a call in the regular season is not the same call in the playoff. What does that mean? That is some sick shit. That's like a pitch down the pipe. It's not a strike in the World Series, but it's a strike in the regular season. Come
Well,
on, man.
well, I think what in the playoffs, the play level is more intense.
Yes,
So
it
you're not
is.
get, so you're not getting those like chippy fouls, and kind of like when you start hearing all these complaints about the game is taking too long and this and that and blah blah blah. A lot of that is media driven.
Hmm.
If the media keeps talking about this, the media was talking about, because they're the ones that vote for the postseason awards. I'm not going to vote for anybody who hasn't played a certain amount of games. I'm not the tanking, the this, the that. So what the media does is they keep harping on talking points and creating problems that are not really problems. And then once it negatively impacts somebody who they are pushing, now they saying, oh well, they're not going to admit, hey, maybe we shouldn't have come up with something or pushed for a solution for a problem that wasn't really there. They'll say, hey, well, we need to change the rules. It's a rule that you push for, and it's a rule that Commissioner Bobblehead, as Dom says, that he waffled and bent and allowed the media to force his hand to do something to placate the media. But some of these problems are not really problems, because
But
it's like,
some of them are, though, Bishop. To your point, some of them are. There is no way in hell you can explain to me, forgetting about a call in the regular season ain't a call of play. There's no way in hell that a 48-minute event should be taking 3 hours and change. There's NBA games that are taking longer than a Major League Baseball 9-inning game, and that's because of all the fouls. Or it takes 2 weeks for them to do one review. So
well,
this is
that,
shit that
yeah.
we're actually seeing as fans and as people watching this on TV. Because you're gonna tell me, and let's get away from the flopping, because everybody does it. That's another story for another show. But the games were taking too long. And again, now whether Commissioner Bobblehead was just, placating, giving in to the elephant in the room, they were taking too much time. And he said, swallow your whistle. So
Hey, Dom.
now this is what you get. You get all of these. Everybody's complaining, Bishop, that again, well, that was a foul last game. That was a foul last month.
Dom,
My only point is there's no consistency.
I have something
Yes,
I'm just looking at, and I don't know if you talked about this, but Jeff Teague crowns Jalen Brunson the greatest Knick of all time.
Yeah, Jeff
Oh,
Teague
Lord.
must be
That was
drinking.
yesterday.
He's drinking that pure shit that they
Jeff
used to make in the
Jeff
South.
Jeff Teague is now part of the media, and he's trying to build up his following, or
Right.
trying to build up his status as somebody in the media. So I wouldn't pay too much attention to
No.
what Jeff Teague has to say. It's like Jeff Teague does. Who remembers who Jeff Teague is?
Exactly, Bishop. And you know what's scarier, Bishop? Some of these guys, then again, I guess I missed the boat, but people are actually probably considering podcasts part of the media. So you could get on a podcast, say whatever you want. 90% of the time, you don't get challenged, because it's just a whole bunch of people in one room spitting dumb shit like Jeff Teague. But he ain't the only one that said it. If I'm not mistaken, they said it on ESPN today. Stephen A. Stupid and Kendrick Big Mouth. They're ordaining this guy, and we're Knicks fans, guys.
Stephen A.
So
Stupid.
it's not like we're, smacking our lips when we hear that. We're Knicks fans. But you can't tell me that this guy hasn't even got to the mountaintop yet. You're saying he's the greatest Knick of all time. To me, that's disrespectful to. Here's the funniest thing, Bishop. Here's the funniest thing I heard. I don't think he's even in the conversation of Melo. Melo, who set us back 5 years.
Whoa.
I can't compare that one now. But to say he's the greatest and skip over Clyde, Willis
Yeah,
Reed,
come on.
come
on.
Yeah, that's going a bit far.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I love
Bernard
the
King.
kid. Yeah. Well, I'm talking about
Patrick.
winners. I'm talking about guys that won. Yes, and Patrick Ewing, believe it or not, guys, he's the only number in the rafters that did not win a chip. Think about that. He's the only number hanging up in the rafters in New York City that was not a part of a championship team. Patrick Ewing, that's it. Not Melo, not Bernard King, not John Starks, not Sprewell, none of them. None of them are up there. But the people that won a chip, they're all up there. So to say this guy is like, but But again, to Bishop's point, you could get on TV. You could say Bishop is the greatest thing since fucking Babe Ruth, and we're all gonna say, yeah, because he hit 3 home runs in one game. Yeah, that shit is insane.
Yeah.
And it's not like we're bad mouthing Brunson. We're not doing that.
I gotta read what Orange just wrote.
I didn't hear one of us disagree with it, like to the point of this guy sucks. No, we didn't say that.
Brunson is the greatest Nick of all time. He's eating LSD-laced Skittles.
To Bishop's point, the perfect person would be Ev. Have you ever heard of Jeff Teague, Ev?
Not until today.
Thank you, Bishop. See, he got one fan. You. He got a new fan.
Between that and it's like, Stephen A. and Kendrick Perkins, it's like Stephen A. It's like a media whore.
Yeah.
A hoe. He'll say whatever just so that everybody starts talking about him.
Right.
And Kendrick Perkins, it's like, he comes up with catchy sayings sometimes. But and his basketball, sometimes the analysis is on point. But it's like you parroting a lot of the stuff that Stephen A. is saying. You just pretty much say it your own way.
A different way.
You pretty much parroting the stuff that Stephen A. is spewing. And it's like that's just like what's the Whitlock dude talking about the reason why the black players have lost their edge and this and that. It's like, yo, dude, like what are you talking? It's like, okay, so you're the only one talking about black players losing their edge. It's like, yo, dude, like who's in the NBA? Like the NBA is like 75% black players. Like I don't understand what are you talking about? Like when you talk about the NBA and you mention all of the great players, the majority of them are black players. So it's pointless. It's like what are you talking about?
And how many times has Stephen A. Stupid actually thrown the Knicks under the bus?
Every time they lose,
exactly,
and he says that they're going to win.
Exactly.
Every time they lose, and he said that they're going to win. It's like, oh, well, we need to dismantle this roster.
And when I was playing point guard at Winston-Salem, who even remembers that shit, man?
Nobody.
Really? Exactly.
So Nick, Av just said there for social media clips. He's absolutely right.
That's all it's about. Yeah.
It's all for likes on Facebook. That's all it is.
Let me tell you something. 3-4 years ago, when they first started coming out with these things on Twitter or Spaces, and the Knicks was looking to get a point guard. So I happened to join one of them, and I was like, this kid coming out of Dallas, and he wasn't even a free agent yet. It was still during the season. I said, if this kid that's playing for Dallas, who was a backup at the time, remember, fellas, we're all old enough to remember this, right? I said, I think it wouldn't be a bad idea for the Knicks to get this Brunson guy. These motherfuckers went so ballistic, Bishop. One dude made a video mimicking my voice.
Wow.
Talking about Brunson and if ifs and ands were pop. He's actually trying to mimic my voice. And I'm thinking to myself, funny thing how tables turn. 4 years later, this guy don't talk to me. He done blocked me. I don't give two shits. I don't know what blocking means on Twitter, but he blocked me. I'm saying, but we're Knicks fans. What wasn't that the goal? We at that time we had passed over Halliburton, remember?
Right.
And took Obi Toppin. Some could say that was a fucked up move, but I say it was that move because we needed a point guard for 20 years. So now you got this kid Brunson, and they came up with every story in the book. Long before Becky Hammond, he's too short. These dudes went ballistic. I'm reading Twitter, and I'm seeing my name highlighted. This dumb motherfucker said, I'm like, I'm going to try to remember some of these guys, which I don't, except one. And what are y'all saying now? This guy is great. We wouldn't be. And I don't sit and say, well, you know what? 4 years ago, I was like, this kid might be the answer because I'm a Knicks fan. It could have been Jalen Brunson or Bishop. The goal was to get a point guard.
Nobody knew Brunson was going to be this good. Nobody knew he was going to be
And that's the point, Bishop. I didn't think he would be this good. I just thought he would be a good fit.
Right.
because
But-
he was a point
According-
guard. He was a
according
point
to
guard. and we
Ronan-
had-
According to Ronan, he's not that good.
Who? Well, I don't think that's what Ronan. I think Ronan is talking about what Teague said
Right.
about being the greatest Knick player since anybody. But to Bishop's point, I didn't think he would be this good, Bishop. I just thought he would be that good of a fit. Because again, we as Knick fans, what was our biggest gripe for almost 20 years? What did we always need?
Point
A
guard.
point guard. We went from Stephon Marbury to Jeremy Lin.
We
to
had
Frank
point guards.
Ntilikina.
No, we had point guards. We just didn't have the right system or the right coaching in place. Because Stephon Marbury was like, I don't. That's the consummate point guard. I don't know what else you need, but it just so happened that we had Larry asshole Brown at the top of the helm.
We didn't have a lot of talent either, though, Bishop. We worked.
Yeah, but we had-
It was a combination. It was a
Yeah,
combination.
that was some about dog days of Nickism.
Yeah, but it was always we did have point guards, but it was just like
But
if we didn't
after
have enough
Marbury,
talent.
who was the point guard we got after Marbury, Bishop?
Jeremy Lin.
Exactly. Jeremy Lin.
Didn't they have Chris Duhon as
Chris
well?
Duhon.
It's
What's the
tied
guy's
at
name?
50 It's
What's the
tied
guy's
at
name with the funny
53.
hair?
Stop.
Payne?
Excuse me. Did somebody just say Chris Duhon?
Yeah.
Yes, I
Yeah.
remember those days.
So
The Knicks are tied at 53.
You remember
when you say Chris Duhon, you know why Chris Duhon got playing time? It's because Steph Marbury decided that he wasn't going for Larry Brown's bullshit.
Plus, we sucked,
Never mind.
Bishop. We actually sucked. Like, really, we really sucked for them
Yeah.
20 fucking years. We sucked. But the point guard, y'all remember, again, we even were friends during this fiasco. He got long arms. He'll be a good point guard. Phil Jackson, describing Frank Ntilikina.
Oh Lord,
Remember that?
Of course.
He got long arms. Okay.
So does an
All right.
orangutan.
I'm glad Live ain't on here. Me and Live used to have a ball with this guy. Oh,
Stand right now.
he had long arms, and he's a good defensive player. He can't score 3 points, but he's the future of the Knicks. Get the fuck out of here. That's why it's weird, guys, because I always said, ever since the 1999-2000 season, when we let Patrick Ewing go. Now, some might say it was rightfully so. Whatever. I thought not, because he was our guy. But that was the curse of Patrick Ewing.
Right.
After Patrick Ewing left, we made the playoffs 3 times in 20 years. It only got out the first round once. And that was the year that guy that made $1 zillion off of blocking Melo's layup. What was his name, guys, on Indiana?
Indiana?
The center that blocked Melo's dunk.
Oh, Hibbert?
Yeah, Roy Hibbert got rich off of blocking one dunk.
Mm.
But that was the
Yeah.
first time in 20 years we got out the second round.
And then he got exiled from the league.
Exactly, remember?
We're talking about no homo.
Yeah, no homo.
No homo.
Matter of fact, Bishop, he was saying no homo before we were joking about saying no homo. Remember? Y'all remember that shit, right? And I think he was with the Lakers too. If I'm not mistaken, he went to the Lakers and got that big contract. Yeah.
I think so.
But this guy made $1 zillion off of blocking one dunk
Mm.
and knocking the Knicks, who hadn't been out the first round in 21 years, knocking the Knicks out in the second round. This guy got rich. We sucked, guys, for 20 years. We was, God, if you're still a Knicks fan today, guys, we got to stick our chest out. I was telling my buddy Brutus that shit. Me and Brutus watched the Knicks game at a Knicks watch party in the Bronx 2 years ago. It was the final game of the season, Knicks versus Chicago.
Mm.
We were in there acting like this was the championship.
Mm.
Because I think we was fighting for the second or third seed or some shit. Milwaukee had lost. And Chicago's taking it. We're in there acting like this is the 4th game of the world championship.
Mm.
Because you know why? Because we had sucked for so long that we thought anything positive, we should be sticking our chests out like we did something. Because we suffered for so long. I hate to get off of. That's the reason I think Jeff Teague is out of his fucking mind.
Hmm.
You don't even. He probably wasn't even alive during those 20 years we sucked.
But it's like Clyde Frazier is like, he played on both sides of the ball.
Yes.
He had monumental triple doubles.
Yes.
It's like, dude,
Yes.
you can't discredit that because it's
No.
like, yeah,
No.
Brunson is solid. He
Right.
only plays on one side of the ball,
Right.
and he's guardable. And Clyde used to change games with his defense.
And
Change
and
games.
remember something. Remember something, Bishop. Not to cut you off. Steals were not a category back then.
No.
Right.
How many steals would Walt Frazier have had?
Eh.
To Bishop's point, and it's not because I'm a Knicks fan, and I think Walt, to me, Clyde's the best Knick ever. He, to this day, guys, he still had one of the greatest closeout games in NBA history. But all everybody remembers is Willis Reed coming out the tunnel.
Mhm.
That's all they remember. He had
Right.
36 points, 19 rebounds, or 19 assists, whatever he did. The greatest closeout game to me in NBA history, and all everybody remembers is Willis Reed coming out the tunnel, and he played about 5 minutes. And Clyde carried us. And guess what? The year they won the next time in 73, they forget he locked down one of the greatest shooters in NBA history in Jerry West.
Right.
And he gets no credit, none. And Willis Reed won MVP both championships. Get out of here. Stop. I know I'm a little biased toward Clyde, but no. Numbers don't lie. People lie with numbers.
Mm.
Yeah.
I can't imagine where Clyde would be at on the all-time steals list. Serious.
If
Think
they
about
kept that stat, if they had that stat back then.
Wasn't even a stat. Serious.
Exactly.
He probably had a triple-double in that final game. He probably had 10 steals. But nobody was counting it, so And then, of course, everybody looks at it, the second championship. Oh, you guys got y'all got Earl Monroe. We still have Walt Frazier.
Right.
Don't get it twisted. Earl Monroe had to adjust his game, not Walt Frazier. So, this guy's out of his fucking mind. I don't mean to curse.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know
stupid
sometimes
ass.
when you hear Clyde Frazier's like account of like the game and like pretty much like saying, hey, this is what they should be doing, and his analytical viewpoint, it's like, yo, this is still relevant. This is still relevant. It's still relevant. Like, he know what he's talking about. He knows what he's talking about. It's like,
And he got to be, 80 years old?
Yeah, he's pretty sharp when it comes to like analyzing an action and saying, hey, and then like, when we played, this is what I would do. I would look at the defender. I mean, I would look at the offensive play and I would try to limit. It's like, I'm not going to stop him, but I could limit him.
Right.
And then as I limit him, I'm reducing his options. And as I reduce the options, now I'm getting him to a point where he's getting frustrated. Now his frustration is causing the shot to be, and I'm like, yo, like breaking it down, like, and I'm like, like if somebody took that mindset and applied it today, but guys are not like focused on defense like that.
Right. You nailed it, Bishop. This guy is as good as he is. He only plays one side of the ball. That was never a question mark with Walt Frazier. Never.
No.
Never. Matter of fact, I don't even think he was one of the best defensive guards. I think he was one of the best defensive players of his generation.
So you're saying overall? You're saying overall?
Period. Yes, he was one of the greatest. Because guess what? I don't want to show my age. Phil Chenier, Earl Monroe, Jerry West, Gail Goodrich. These are the guys he was checking on a nightly basis. JoJo White. And he had them on lock, man, night after night. And he was still scoring 19, 20, 22 points. Serious. It was, and for some reason, and no knock against Willis, he happened to play on the same team as Reed. So, Reed was the turning point. When we got Willis, that became the beginning of, the Knicks actually becoming a very good, viable contender. When they got Reed, when they traded for the Bush, they made the right moves. They had Bradley. They had Clyde. Then you win a chip and you go get Earl Monroe? Really? Come on. Yeah. We should have won more championships than 2.
Ooh.
But due to the fact that the Knicks never saw beyond Willis Reed, and he was very injury prone. I don't want to be giving a history lesson on the Knicks, but he was very injury prone. And the Knicks organization never looked beyond that.
Right.
So we were stuck with, Clyde getting older. Earl had injuries. And let's not forget, guys, the Knicks traded Walt Frazier.
Yep.
Don't forget that. The Knicks trade. So anybody gets traded from the Knicks, I look at it like, okay, we traded Walt Frazier.
One of the best. Exactly. Exactly.
Shit.
And speaking of the Knicks, they're up. I'm
11.
liking I like what I'm seeing. I'm not gonna lie. I'm loving what I'm seeing.
The Cavaliers. It's like I always tell you, the Cavaliers are soft, dude.
I have to agree, man. And I think, honestly, I think that loss last night took them out. I think
that's what I told Av and them.
Yeah. I think
that shit is hard to come back from.
Exactly.
Man.
Exactly.
Well, they had some pretty bad losses against Detroit too. They had some pretty bad losses against Toronto. They're just a team that it's like they're a leaderless team. Put it that way. Like, who's the leader on that team? Nobody. There's nobody that says that gets the guys together and be like, yo, listen, this is what we're doing. Give me the ball, this and that. Like when the going gets tough, Donovan Mitchell is just like one of the guys. Like he's standing around watching to see what's gonna happen. We all know what James Harden does. And it's like, so who's Evan Mobley? He just out there and
you're right.
The other big man.
Jared
Allen, he's relying on somebody to get him the ball or to shoot so he can hustle for rebounds. So it's a leaderless team.
Yeah, you're right on that. And Dom, I was trying to get in, but I had a personal issue to take care of on Bleed Blue last night. But I was hearing you talking and whatnot. And you said something to the effect about with Mitchell not being that guy, like how Harden isn't that guy and whatnot.
Right.
So it's like, why would you trade? You already have one.
Right.
Well, you already have one of the cast members from Disappearing Acts. Why would you trade and get another one?
and the sad thing is, and I'm not making him out to be Walt Frazier either. I'm saying Garland. He was a steady point guard. You weren't expecting him to score 30 points a night.
No,
but he was a good setup guy. He was a good point guard. I didn't say great. He was a good point guard. Okay. But again, at the end of the day, let's not forget. Again, I always go back to shit I did 4 or 5 years ago. Donovan Mitchell, when Utah was a good team, Utah, and that's when the Knicks were a bad team on the cusp of becoming. Nobody blew more third, fourth quarter 16-point leads than the Utah Jazz. And guess who turned into Amari Hardwick in the fourth quarter? Donovan Mitchell. His shit was annotated. It was shown. And what did everybody always say? Oh, he's a great scorer, but he's having a hard time closing. Well, you could say he's having a hard time closing. Us dummies that talk basketball say he's just not that clutch.
Right.
And then you bring in another guy that went 1 for 100 from three-point land, who we've seen this movie several times.
Word.
Like you could go on Chat GPT or Google and say, how many times has James Harden blew 3-pointers in the playoffs? And you know what the answer is going to be? Which time? They won't give you the answer until you answer that answer. You see, guys, come on. We've been watching basketball for more than 5 minutes.
Exactly.
This shit has been his MO, man. Come on. And Donovan Mitchell, I think because of the way he plays, his fallacies and his down, they go under the radar. Like, well, he got him. Then no, he didn't. They had a pretty good team. Again, look at game one, guys. They played 3 quarters and a quarter of very good basketball. But when it came money time, where was he?
Hey, Dom, I have a quick question for Ronan. Are you watching the WNBA game, the Brooklyn?
No, it's ridiculous. Why do they have a game? Why do they have WNBA games on when the NBA playoffs are on? Nobody's watching. Nobody's watching.
Wow, that's just rude. Okay.
No, it's the truth, and it's in New York. Really?
I support the WNBA, but when there's NBA games on, they get no love from the people. Sorry. None.
That's like watching a soccer match and it's Game 7 of the World Series. Okay.
Right. Exactly.
I'll wait. I might have to debate that one, but no, I won't. Get out of here.
No,
There's certain things you just don't do in life, Ev, and that's put a WNBA game on against the conference champion.
Right, it's on right now. I'm watching it. It's on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, well, that's why it's on
good
Amazon
luck.
Prime.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah. Moving along.
Hey, Dom, I think we may have to watch some WNBA games, though.
No, watch it, Reggie.
What? Wow. Okay.
That's not gonna happen. That's not.
No,
gonna happen.
not for the next.
Pregame.
Guys, not to beat that horse to death and not to pick on him, but in about another 4 weeks, if you want to watch the WNBA, all right, it's cool. I'm gonna watch the Yankees. Don't get me wrong, but there won't be no NBA playoffs, no NBA champions.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good on that.
Yeah.
I'm good on that.
I'm just wondering.
You're stealing my thunder. I'm trying to promote the league, man.
It's like, yo, like again, it's like, yo, the days that they don't play games, I'm cool with them having WNBA games. Like if they were doing like Tuesday and then Thursday, so Monday and Wednesday, y'all can run with this, or Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, y'all can roll with the WNBA. On Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, no, I'm not turning my TV to watch Asia Wilson. I'm not. And that's the top of the lot when it comes to WNBA.
Right.
It's like I don't care about Caitlin Clark when I'm watching the Knicks. I don't care about that stuff.
No.
I'll tell you what, guys. I don't know if y'all do it. And it's weird because and again to my boy Steve Azul, the hockey guy, he knows hockey too. But he's the one that got me kind of. I'll tell you what, guys. If you don't watch NHL playoffs, man, you missing something. And I'm the furthest thing from a hockey fan, guys. I don't know what any call is. I don't know what icing is, offside, none of that shit.
Right.
It's just their game seems so oof. And not to mention, our team here in Carolina is probably one of the best hockey teams in the NHL. So their playoff games have a different vibe, guys. And again, I'm the furthest thing from a hockey fan.
Same here.
But I can't see myself saying, damn, am I going to watch game 4 of a hockey or the WNBA? No.
Wow.
And I watch hockey, nothing against the WNBA.
Wow.
I'll tell you what, guys, if you haven't at least watched it, that shit is crazy, boy.
All they do is fight with each other.
And no, not really. That's the wrap on it. But no, and I thank Steve for this shit, man. He's the one that
got you into it.
Yeah.
Sometimes the fights are the best part of the game.
Yeah, I went to a boxing match and a hockey game broke out. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
But their playoffs are intense. If anybody who's never watched it, just give it a shot. It is crazy, man.
It was a couple of years back. The Rangers was playing somebody, and they go to center ice for the throw the puck down, whatever the hell it is. As soon as the puck dropped, everybody started fighting. I was like, yeah.
From the last game.
Yes.
Get it out of the way. Get it out of the way. Get it out of the way. Just get it out of the way.
How is that even legal? How is that legal?
Let's get the fights out of the way so we can play hockey.
Because 5 minutes later, they're playing hockey.
I know, but how do they get away with it? Like, I don't see that happening in football.
It's part of the game.
It's part of the game. Yeah, it's been that way for centuries, man.
Two guys square off. The referees clear it out. Yo, back up.
Now, if Bishop goes to jump in, either they break it up or we got a full blown riot. So,
wow.
Yeah, and Bishop's right. The referees will stand there like refs in boxing, and whoever stops throwing blows, they break it up, and we play hockey.
That makes no sense. That makes no sense.
Yeah, it's weird, but Bishop said it. They get it out the way, and then they go on and play hockey. They should do that. They should do that in the NBA.
It's MMA on ice.
Yeah.
No.
It is crazy.
That's like a Broadway show.
Yeah, exactly.
MMA on ice. So that was a good one, Reg. Did anybody notice? I know everybody was talking about Luka and how he got a raw deal and
Oh, here
this
we
and
go.
that. How he got a raw deal. Dallas is so stupid. He's a generational talent and this and that. Did anybody notice that it's a recurring thing with this dude? Like he could play, a lot of games during the regular season and still be hurt during the regular season, but never available in the playoffs.
Hmm.
This goes all the way back to when
Mm.
Brunson was a Maverick. How
Mhm.
Brunson got his first shot like that, because this goes back to that, and it's been a recurring thing with Luca throughout his whole career,
Mm.
and
Yeah.
it didn't change with the Lakers, and supposedly he spent all summer focusing on rebuilding his body and dedicating
Mhm.
his body to the game, and if you can't do it when you on a team with somebody who's known for that for their whole career, if you can't do it then you're never going to do it. So now we see why Dallas was like, no bueno on giving you a max contract. You don't
Right.
deserve it.
And everybody went hush hush. Like, and I always said this, Bishop. Their GM didn't just wake up one day and say, "We're trading
Nah,
Right.
Bishop."
No.
nah.
But when he did it, everybody in ownership was like, like they
Mm.
weren't thinking about what Bishop just said. Your best ability is availability. He didn't fall into that category. So somehow, some way, instead of you investing $61 million in this guy down the road, let's cut our losses. How far are we going to get with him? Especially with his invisible act, his disappearing act. How far are we going to get now? Trust me, trading him for Anthony Davis, that was a little. But again, they figured we'll get what we can. And guess what? Anthony Davis's contract will be movable or it's going to expire. So we'll, again, like I started to show off, with Jason Kidd. Now they can move on in another direction. They got rid of Luka with everything Bishop just said. They got rid of Anthony Davis with everything we've said for the last 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And now you can just say, hey, we got a new GM in Ajiri. We're going to get a new coach. And let's go from the ground floor up. So
Yeah,
That was kind of cold though with the kid thing, because I'm like, yo, like, what did he do? What did he do wrong? Okay, I'm coming in off the jump, and I want to bring my own person in.
Yeah.
Those are some big shoes to fill, because you're saying that you got a generational talent in Cooper Flag. That's what you're saying. You backing it up by saying we're gonna get a coach in here that's my guy for this young kid that we believe is going to be one of the biggest things in the NBA moving forward. That's a pretty bold statement. I mean, I know this dude, the new GM, I know he's known for making those kind of like ballsy moves like that. But this is like, yeah, you own this now.
Yeah.
You
And
own
you
this.
know what,
You
Bishop?
own
I
this.
think he's
I hope.
happy with that because, again, we talked about this before you came on. Where's Dallas going for the next maybe 3 years? Back to the lottery. So
Right.
whether this coach is your long-term coach or a stopgap coach, that's okay because we're not going nowhere. So in some ways, they might have been doing Jason Kidd a solid by saying, we're going to suffer. We don't want you to suffer with us, Bishop. We'll let you go. Maybe he'll move on to Chicago or whatever other vacancies are available. Orlando, whatever other vacancies are available. Maybe he'll move on to that. Because I think maybe in some strange way, Ajiri was doing him a solid. Like, guy, we're gonna be in the lottery for the next at least 3 years. I don't give a shit what you think about Cooper Flag. He ain't getting us out the lottery.
Right.
Not
And
one bit.
And if
So,
Kyrie comes
now-
back, even if Kyrie comes back, we still ain't
A lottery
really
team.
going nowhere. We still
It's
ain't
still a
really
lottery
going
team.
nowhere.
And it's funny you mentioned Kyrie Irving and whatnot, because I had brought up a point. I said, do you really think that they'll move on from him?
Absolutely.
Well,
Not now. Not this year.
well, you can't really, because then that means now you're going into complete oblivion. Because
Right.
if you said he put all of this on Cooper Flag's shoulders, now what you're looking at is injuries,
Right.
frustration. Because imagine if the opposing teams are putting his name on the top of the whiteboard, night in and night out. He ain't got enough in his arsenal to combat
No.
being the main guy, and then you don't have anybody else that you can throw the ball to.
And remember, guys, again, we're old enough to remember this: the fiasco of leaving Jersey and nobody taking bites on Kyrie. He signed a very fan-friendly deal with Dallas.
Mhm.
So, hey, you know what? If we could keep Kyrie for the next year and a half, because again, guys, unless I'm wrong, they're gonna be in the lottery for the next 3 years, point blank.
Out west,
That's-
out west.
Yeah, exactly.
Of
They'll be in the
course, out
lottery.
west.
Does
I just went
anybody?
over it, Bishop. 4 of the 5 teams that are the first 4 or 5 picks this year will be in the lottery next year. Every one of them. Every fucking one. Maybe Washington. Because they actually acquire some pretty good vet talent. If they could just stay healthy.
If
And it's Washington.
They
Go
may
figure.
be the one wild card out of those teams that don't get a top 5 pick next year. But the top
Sure.
5 teams this year, they'll be in the lottery next year. I bet you $1 right now. They'll
Does,
be in the lottery.
does anybody remember this player from Milwaukee? He got drafted by Milwaukee, and injuries just derailed his career
Who's that?
before Giannis. What was I think he was a small forward.
Michael Redd?
No,
Not Rudy Gay. He played for Memphis, I think.
not Rudy Gay.
not Brandon Roy, no.
No,
Yeah,
not
no, he
Jennings,
played for
not
Portland.
Brandon Jennings.
Portland. Brandon Jennings.
Yeah,
It wasn't
that
Brandon
him.
Jennings.
He played for. He did play for Milwaukee. Brandon.
He played for
played for-
Milwaukee. It was
Yeah.
around that time, around the Brandon Jennings time.
a small forward.
He was a small forward. He was like the number 1 rated guy in college or some shit like that.
Small forward.
Yes.
Milwaukee?
And he kept
Milwaukee.
getting injured.
Yeah, he kept getting injured.
You're not talking about what's the dude that played with Giannis?
You said
Well,
before.
very what's that?
Who? Oh, Glenn Big
Glenn
Dog?
Glenn
Glenn
Robinson.
Robinson?
No. Damn.
Oh shit. I
You're
gotta
talking
look
about
this
more
dude up.
recent? More recent?
It was after Glenn Robinson.
After.
Yeah, like
Was this
when
Jordan?
Giannis,
Did he play
when-
with Giannis?
yes.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Oh, and now he's in Washington.
Not Middleton.
Middleton.
No, not Chris Middleton.
Who?
Oh,
Fuck.
hold on.
A small forward.
Yeah, it's Milwaukee. Nobody cares.
No, I'm saying how the injuries
Wow.
derailed his career. I don't want that to happen to Flag. What was this
What school
boy?
was he from? Yeah, well, nobody. Flag is from Duke. Those dudes always get hurt. Don't worry about that. He'll be.
Wow, you worse than Mac, bro.
All right. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of this small forward. Now this shit is.
He's from Duke. Don't worry. It's that curse. You know what I'm saying? All of
Jabari
those.
Parker.
That's
Oh.
it. Parker. Yes.
Who?
Jabari Parker.
He blew
Oh, wow.
both his knees. He blew both his knees out.
Yeah.
He blew both his knees out. And even when he was in his prime, he was still like iffy at best. He was still like iffy at best. It's like he had no like hunger, no desire. He had a pretty good NBA body, but it's just like, yo, dude, even when you're healthy, you still just like out there. You show flashes, you show signs, and then you just disappear.
Wow.
Wow,
Yeah,
the Knicks are smoking him.
Yeah. Did y'all figure out
Yeah,
who
so-
that guy was? My mic went out.
It's like
Jabari
Jabari
Parker.
Parker. Ronan
Yeah.
told us. What's up, Ronan?
From Duke. Yeah.
Yeah, another player from Duke. Another player from Duke.
Jabari Parker. Yeah.
That's injured.
That was the
Another-
year Williams went first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joel Embiid, Marcus Smart. Wow.
Yeah. Who could?
Crazy.
Yeah. And then you had the other guy. What's his name? That's the ultimate analyst now. The point guard from Duke that decided he wanted to be Evil Knievel on a motorcycle.
Jay Williams.
Jason
I-
Williams.
I-
Yeah.
oh,
Jay
I
Williams.
hate him. I hate him. I hate him.
I don't mean to sound like
Hate is a strong word.
because of what he
Yeah,
went
I
through,
do.
but You're right, Bishop.
I
I'm
do.
right. I
I
never
do.
liked his ass.
I do. That's when he was like, oh yeah, my dream job is to coach at
Yeah.
Georgetown when Patrick Ewing was the coach.
Right.
It's like, yo, dude, like you're a dookie. You're a dookie. Like what
Sit your
dookie
ass
is going
down.
to talk about his dream
Damn.
job as a coach
A
to coach
Sit your
coach
ass down.
at Georgetown. People like people asking him when he's going to get that job and this and that. It's like, Patrick Ewing is still a coach there, and it's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
What do they call him at Duke University, Dookie?
Yeah, he's a
Then-
dookie.
Then it's crazy. It's kind of ironic when he's trying to commentate and give like how players are not, doing things that they should and this and that. It's like, dude, it was in your contract, not for you to be riding motorcycles. That was in your contract. It was specifically in your contract. And you violated the
Dumbass.
terms of your contract and lost millions of dollars, but now you're going to try to tell other or criticize other players for not doing stuff that they supposed to do. And it's just like when the whole thing happened with Jason Williams and he changed his name to Jay because he didn't want to be associated. It's coming. Yeah, nobody's looking at you and
Right.
saying that you're the Jason Williams, the chauffeur with a shotgun. Nobody's looking at you and saying that.
Wait,
Come on,
what?
man.
Have no
Come
doubt
on,
about that, bitch.
Come on, man.
What are you talking about?
Like, what kind of diddy business is this?
Wow.
God, this conversation is going way left.
Oh my
No,
god.
but you
No.
It's deeper. It's deeper. It's deep. There's a
Yeah.
lot of water. There's a lot of water under that bridge when I say that, because it's like, dude, like, so you're gonna change. You're a grown man.
Yeah.
You're gonna change your name because somebody that has your same name did something,
Murdered
That-
somebody.
murdered somebody,
Wow.
and
Wow.
because they had the same name as you, you're gonna change your name because you don't
Yeah.
want to be associated. It's like, what is that? What is
It's
that?
called
Right.
sociopathic personality disorder.
Well,
It's a-
I'll tell you this, to Bishop's point. I started my college career at Penn State. I got my associates there and my bachelor's at UNC. So I have this thing going on with my nose. I can't even say what it is, guys. Rhino something, something, something.
Rhinoplasty?
Some shit like that. Or it hasn't really acted up, but the VA, they called me and said, hey, we could get you into an ENT at Duke. I was like, nope. They were like, what do you mean, no? I said, I'm a graduate of UNC.
Right.
They said, you take that shit that serious? I was like, yep.
Yep.
And guess what? And guess what? They went back. No shit, guys. They went back in the system and called me 2 days later. They said, we got a spot. It's not at the main campus at UNC, but it's out there by. I was like,
Good to go.
what's it called? They gave me the name, Bishop. I was just like, all right, I'm in. They was like, the guy on the phone, I don't think he even heard himself cut, Bishop. He said, I don't believe this shit. I'm like, you
He
better
was like,
believe
yo.
it. We take
He was
that
like,
shit
yo.
serious, man.
It's like,
Oh,
yo, we
fuck
got
outta here.
we got a satellite office on UNC campus. It's called Punjab University. Yeah,
Wow.
I'm good. I'm good.
That's
Yeah.
just wrong. That's
Lock me in.
wrong.
He was like, yo, lock me in.
I don't think the guy heard himself curse because he said, I don't believe this shit. I was like, you better believe it and watch your mouth.
Can I ask you a question about something that is different than sports?
Why
Okay.
not? We're already off the rails.
Well, no, I wanted to find out what's going on in New Jersey.
What happened?
Are you talking about the Long Beach?
Yeah, you said something.
Well-
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, that situation. Okay, from what I understand, and this is before, of course, the upcoming Memorial Day holiday weekend and whatnot. So they had a pop-up party recently out there. Now I don't know the area of Long Beach, New Jersey, like that. I don't know if it's a certain way or if it caters to certain people, but allegedly they had this wild pop-up party, people getting on top of people's cars and
Wow.
Oh,
causing wilding out, all that
In New Jersey?
Yeah.
What part
It's
of
called-
New Jersey?
It's called Long Beach, New
It's
Jersey.
called Don't Go There.
It's like one of these like Jersey Shore
My
community.
goodness.
One of these- yeah, kind of.
It's like Staten Island threw up in New Jersey.
Yeah,
Basically.
they
Oh,
graduated.
God.
Bishop.
Basically.
yeah, pretty much. So there's a whole bunch. they wanted to institute a curfew now with the upcoming weekend and whatnot. It's just craziness.
It's
And
like
and
so.
Mhm.
So in other words, so with all of the manufacturing pollution and green, orange, purple water and all of
This is
the
a
other
priority,
stuff,
I visit.
this is what you're focusing on, like
Yeah, this is a priority.
a bunch of people trying to be TikTok
Man,
Yeah.
TikTok relevant. Hey, look at me! I'm partying and I'm jumping on the car, and
Exactly.
it's like there's more important things in the world going on. It's like
Yeah,
it's
I
like
would-
is
I
it
would
is there
think.
re-election? Is there a re-election something going on that somebody's trying to get re-elected or somebody's
That's
trying
what
to go?
that's you know what that's a good
It
point because
might
that's what
be,
it
yeah.
sounds like. That's what it sounds like. The reaction for it, which is I feel is totally unnecessary. But the whole trying to institute a curfew and all these quote unquote safety measures and whatnot. And
yeah, they
you know what
just
I'm
don't
saying?
want a certain ilk out there. That's all of that
But
is.
Somebody's trying.
y'all remember a couple of years ago that shit happened in Miami.
Mm.
Oh yeah,
Remember where they instituted that curfew during
that was
Well,
for
that's-
spring break.
Well,
Yeah.
that was because people were getting seriously hurt, and
Yeah.
they were trying to protect some of these hedge fund children.
Mm.
So
Mm.
they were like, it's getting a little bit out of control. So we got to kind of like try to at least look like we're trying to
Hmm.
curb some of this stuff. But it's just like Miami is Miami. It's always going to be cocaine
Yeah.
capital.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pills.
So,
Indeed.
but in New
Indeed.
Jersey, I mean, so somebody was partying, and now they want to do curfew.
It wasn't just somebody; it was a group of people. They had this
Right.
pop-up party, and I guess through word of mouth, social media, they put it out there, and these people are showing up and whatnot, and they just getting together, and they're just acting crazy. You know what I'm saying? By like jumping on people's top of their cars and all kinds of fuckery and whatnot.
Did anybody die?
No, as far as I know, no one died. But now, I guess again, like I said, I don't know what community this is. I don't know if it's a
Oh,
high
you know what
grade.
community it is.
Hey, I'm taking the easy way out. I'm walking around this. Nah, I'm not doing
What's
the
it
Brahma
called
There's
Bull.
no
again?
easy way out.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not
What's it
doing the
called?
Brahma Bull through the glass. and whatnot.
But
It's called Long Beach, New Jersey.
So it
so
sounds like Staten Island went to New Jersey,
Mhm.
threw up,
Basically,
and now the remnants of that have popped up.
so is Staten Island like a party town? I've never been there.
no, the
Staten-
Jersey Shore is.
Yeah.
Jersey Shore. If you ever, had a brain dead moment and watched Snooki and them,
Oh
Yeah.
God.
that type of situation.
Staten Island, however, wants to be like that.
Yeah,
Negative.
It's too dirty. It's too dirty.
Staten Island. I know a whole lot. I know a whole lot of Staten Island people who go to the Jersey Shore during the summer, and
Mhm.
They're upscale.
it's
They're
what
upscale.
it is.
They're upscale.
It's what it is.
They're upscale.
So what,
Upscale.
It's funny. You Google it, they don't mention nothing about.
Really?
Yeah, I'm looking as we
So,
speak.
right? I didn't hear
it sounds
anything
like-
about it.
It sounds
I'm
like
sorry.
somebody.
You
it
know what?
sounds
My
like
bad.
somebody.
My bad. It's Long Branch, not Long Beach. I'm sorry.
Same
Yeah.
difference. It's still in the same spot.
No, probably not.
Yeah,
Long Branch isn't.
Long Branch. Long Branch.
Is that Long Island or is
No,
that?
No,
that's
it's
Jersey.
So
Curfew
it's still
in
New
effect.
Jersey. So whatever.
Oh,
It's that.
It's in the Jersey Shore.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's still the
Okay.
Jersey beach
Yeah.
in New Jersey, but somebody's trying to control the narrative. That's the point I'm trying to make. Somebody is trying to control the narrative of, they're going to make a curfew because, like you said, somebody's trying to get reelected. It's
That sounds like the move, to tell you honestly. So
it's all manipulation. I'm over it.
now let me bring up something else that's not. Let's see what your views are on this one, guys. I know I feel a certain type of way. Have you heard about this? These work requirements for these SNAP benefits or whatnot. Has anybody heard about this?
Well. well. So
It's gonna be good. Okay, go ahead.
So SNAP benefits. So when they decided that for some reason they were going to take away SNAP benefits, and people were getting on television and talking about their SNAP benefits and how this is going to negatively impact them, so forth and so on. It's kind of like it gave you a very interesting perspective
So,
perspective on
so people have to actually do something to get free
no
stuff.
no it gave you a very interesting perspective on who is actually getting SNAP benefits. And now that they are requiring them to do something for it,
Right.
that's your business. Why do I care? Why do I care? Why do any of us care?
Right.
You've been getting something for nothing, so now you got to do something for it. Okay. All
That's
right.
that's
you
the
know-
whole problem.
But to Bishop's point, and I it's funny that he says this shit because it's almost like the conversation he was trying to have with my wife when we first met him.
Uh-oh.
Sounds
No.
kind of
This
familiar. Bishop
this
might
is
have
going
forgotten.
sideways.
It always does.
What Bishop is saying, come on, guys. Again, we're all older than 5 years old. We heard this shit for how many years? And it never gets implemented. It never got implemented. So, here we are again. I mean, what? I believe what Bishop just said. Let me tell you a story. Not a story, but something like that.
Mhm.
I'm watching this thing today about Germany. They're talking about doing more downsizing of our troops in Germany. And you got these Germans and some Americans. Oh, for 80 years, we had the security of the U.S. Army and America's force. And I'm thinking to myself, I was one of them. I was there twice. I'm thinking to myself, how the fuck didn't you do anything for 80 years? You had 80 years to do something. And all you're saying is, for 80 years, we depended on Bishop and Rodney. And now you're what? And we're basically, I looked it up, and we only have like 20,000 troops in the whole country. From when I was there, we had probably 100,000 troops. So you saw this shit, just like the Bishop's point. You saw this shit with the SNAP benefits. How long? And I'm not knocking anybody on it. I always had this mentality that if you've been on it for more than 5, 6, 7, 8 years, something needs to be done. We need to reevaluate why you're still on it, whatever the case may be. Because this became a career progression move. Come on, guys. We had this conversation not long ago. When Nick said when he was doing bad and he went down to the office and they wouldn't give him help because he was making $2 over lunch money.
Right.
Remember that conversation?
Of course.
Yeah, listen.
And I told you the conversation.
Don't
when I
get
used to
me
go see
started.
my boy on Freeman Street in the Bronx. People double park with BMWs, and Bobby saying, "That's typical business here, dog. Get the fuck out of here. They're pulling up in Beamers." But the girl is getting out. She's going in there. Of course, she don't know who her baby daddy is, Reg. So again, Bishop nailed it.
It wasn't me.
Stop. Yeah, you stop walking now. Bishop nailed the shit. You getting something for free. Now we want you to.
Well,
But-
the crazy part about it is when they cut the SNAP benefits, it wasn't people from the hood that was complaining about them not getting their benefits. It was the same people who were railing against some people getting it, and when it came out that they weren't going to get it, then that's when it became a big issue. So
Right.
But it's
That's
been an
what's up.
issue since I was a kid, not based on color, location, and you get these politicians that want to scare you every step of the way, that they're taking something from you, Reggie. They're not going to
Thank
give you
you.
this freedom.
Thank
or Reggie.
you.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
It's
we'll
all-
see.
I don't give a shit who you are. If you've been on this system for more than 5, 6, 7 years, something's got to be reevaluated, redone, relooked at.
Well,
Something, man. Come
some
on.
of it is
I
like
gotta-
if you're older and you're not capable of going out there and getting it, I don't see how you expect somebody's grandmother to go out there and
Right. There got to be
and
limits
work.
to it, Bishop.
Well,
Yeah.
but from what I understand, the age requirements, it's like from 16 to 64, and they have to able-bodied adults without
Right.
dependents.
Able
Right.
body.
Well,
If you're
well,
if you're
I
16 to
know
25 years old, you should be able bodied.
Well, not
I know who
everybody.
didn't get
Not,
the memo.
not
Who?
everybody, because you got a lot of
Well,
mental illness out here. You got a lot of mental illness out here.
Mm,
So
you think?
listen,
They all live here in
Right.
Bridgeport, I
But
think.
again, I have to equate everything to what I always try to equate everything to what my brothers and sisters go through to get benefits, who have put
right,
their life on the line, who came back with fucking brain
a
damage,
hundred,
all
a
this shit,
hundred
and
percent.
they had to wait 2, 3, 4, 5 years to get some damn benefits, and they ain't getting food stamps.
Let
They
me
just
ask
want
you.
they just want a disability check. They
Right.
got to go through hoops and loops and boops just for that, and they came back like this. Nobody, he didn't join the service like that. He didn't do this. He came back like this, and we got to go through all of these hoops. But now somebody
Yes.
wants to bitch because we want you to work. You know what,
Listen,
guys? It's the world we live in. So
Well, let me
we ain't
ask
gonna
you.
change it.
Let me speak on that, Dom. Here where I live, it is a pattern, and it's a really it's a bad pattern because people have been
police on
doing it. Well, people have been doing it for generations. Living
what people are you talking about, Al?
People on the system,
people that are in on the SNAP system.
right?
And
Okay.
I'm not saying color. It doesn't matter.
Oh no
what
no no no
color
no
you
no
are.
no. I'm not meaning that. I'm not meaning that by no stretch of the imagination. But you go ahead because I have a story to say
Oh, okay.
about
No,
this.
I'm saying people like um, people that are living on the system are having children, and they're teaching their children that it's okay to live that way. So this is learned. This is a learned behavior. It's not. It's not like I don't even blame a lot of these people because that's all they've ever known. So it's a systemic problem. It's not just in certain areas. It's everywhere.
Well, you got those that a certain select group of people that are in Brooklyn,
Mm.
certain
I'm
parts,
glad you mentioned it, sir.
certain
I'm
certain
glad
parts
you mentioned it.
of Westchester as well, is a certain group of people that take advantage big time and get
Oh,
away with
I
it.
know exactly who you talking about.
Okay, and they get away with it. They're murdering the system, but yet,
Oh, killing
even
it.
though we know about it, whatnot, for some reason there isn't that proper light that shine on this. So in a way, it's just kind of accepted and whatnot, you know, which I find disgusting.
Mm.
well, if you shine the light and say it's only this group of people that's getting it, meanwhile it's everybody else and their mom who's getting it, who's benefiting from it, who's reaping, kind of like raping the system a bit. It's like
Hmm.
then it's like, well, we can just say it's them. We can just say it's them. Now, again, the group of people that you're talking about, it's like they've been they work in the system. They know how to game the system. They've always done it. They do it
Right.
Right.
on many different levels. On
Oh,
many
do
different
they?
levels, they do it. They take advantage of the system, but nobody points that out. Nobody
You know
shines a
why they
light on
don't
it.
point it out?
Well, because the people who are in
Because they're
charge of pointing it
benefiting
out,
from it.
no, the people in charge of pointing it out ain't gonna point out their own people.
But if they
Uh,
stop if they
100%.
stop the shit, like okay, let's say I hate to say make it a law, but
Hmm.
if they say okay, this is how it's going to be from here out. Now, if you start separating this, that, and the other thing, then don't even stop the shit. Just let it continue to go the way it's going and leave it alone. If it's not a one group fits all type shit, then leave it alone. Because it's only the politicians that are talking this shit. They'll say it now and talk about some shit later, and they'll use that as a springboard to try to gain somebody's vote. Look what they're doing to you, but they ain't doing
Right.
it. Yeah, you know,
The
Right.
it becomes the hamster wheel.
But I'm saying the interesting part to this whole story is you're highlighting and focusing on pennies when you got the top 1% up there beating the government over the head with millions and billions of dollars, but you focusing
Right.
on
That
pennies.
is the
You focus,
narrative they are trying to push.
you're focusing on because I don't get me wrong, like with the SNAP benefits and whatever other programs they got, the funds that the people are getting from this, whether they're entitled to them or not, it's only like life sustaining stuff. It's not anything that's pushing them over the edge. They can't afford to live in mansions. They're not doing
Right. They just want to
financially.
eat.
They're just yeah, it's just to sustain life. So if I can change the narrative and make it seem like I'm doing stuff to to whip the little guys into shape. Meanwhile, the big guys behind the curtain are looting and pillaging for the big dollars. It's like it's a distraction, is what I'm trying to say.
It
What I'm
is.
But
It's all
again, that don't fix the problem that we're talking about.
Is it really a
Right.
problem?
Already,
Is it
we
really a
already
problem?
right.
Is it really a
it's
problem?
a problem
We already-
when
it's
people
sort of-
are abusing
It
it.
Right.
it definitely is a problem.
Yeah, but it's sort of like the shit that's going on in Minnesota now, with all the fraud and all the money that nobody could account for.
Mm-hmm.
And now you want to switch gears like this shit never happened. The fucking guy jumps out of a building trying to avoid being arrested. You know,
Wait, what?
fraud research, the hoodwinking shit they've been doing in Minneapolis. This
my
shit's
God.
been going on for years. Everybody knew about it, but they turned the blind eye. And as soon as it got exposed, now everybody wants to play fucking dodgeball.
That whole thing in Minnesota though, it was an organization. It was an organization that was kind of run or spearheaded by a white woman who took advantage of the system and used people as props. So
Oh,
they
yeah,
would
look that
have
up.
mastermind behind
There was politicians behind this shit.
the whole
Trust
thing,
me.
and it was kind of like they were,
invisible fucking
yeah,
daycares run by people from Somalia of one ethnicity, whatever the case may be, guys. Billions and billions of fucking dollars disappeared. There's nobody in these buildings. I don't give a shit if it was an orange person doing it. They defrauded the government for billions of dollars. And it's so embarrassing.
They do it all the time.
Medicaid,
I know, but I'm just saying. And
that's why they're taking from the poorest people.
But you couldn't even have a front. You're saying our work's in this building and the shit's been abandoned for who the fuck knows how long. And you're getting all this money from your government. And what are you doing? You actually beat the system. So in this case with the SNAP program, I don't think if somebody asked you to do something, like, okay, if you had a job, you'd have to go to a job, right? Right? You'd have to go to a job to get a paycheck. Right?
What's that?
This is how the system is supposed to work, I assume.
Well, if you're not
I ain't
retired.
been unemployed that long. You go to work, you get paid to go to work. So if somebody's saying, you know what, let's do this. But see, I said I'm not going to backtrack. That shit ain't going to work either. Because you have no standard to this. You don't have a system in, okay, Ev, we're going to help you for 5 years. After 5 years, we're going to reevaluate this.
Thank
See where
you.
you stand.
Thank you.
Let's see if you...
And not be on it for 3 generations.
Right, but when it's an open-end policy, like again, like what Dave said, he needed help. He couldn't get help because he made $2 over lunch money. But if he went in there and lied, or if he sent his wife in there by herself, now he gets help. You know, there's got to be, we have, I hate to say, we don't have no standard in this country, period.
Well,
there's no standard to shit. Let's just give this shit and... It's embarrassing, actually. Come on.
Here's my story. Quick, I'm gonna try to make it as quick as possible.
Okay.
Are y'all still watching the game?
Yeah.
There's nothing to watch.
Oh.
Anyway, so a friend of mine went into the office, to get help. And we sitting there. I want to say we sitting there like 2.5 hours before we're even seen. A certain ilk within the span of those 2 hours I want to count maybe 5, 10 families.
Hmm.
When I say they walked in, they came in,
Right.
they went straight to the back
Hmm.
and turned around and came out. I'm like, how is it taking this long for one group of people, but this certain group of people, they're in and out in minutes?
Hmm.
Mm.
So how
Wow.
does that work?
Wow.
It works for them. It's not. It's
Yeah,
not supposed to work for
it's all about who you know, player.
No, 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 no,
Wow.
no, 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 no. It wasn't that. I promise
Wow.
you it wasn't that.
I
them.
seen the same stories Reggie's talking about in the South Bronx on Freeman Street. Again,
Mm.
to my boy Bobby Bell. So if we want to put ethnicity into it, guess who was the people beating the system, jumping the line in the South Bronx?
Mm.
I'll give
Probably
you
the
a
same people that was in Brooklyn.
no. I don't think so.
Yeah.
'Cause the
It's
South Bronx, especially
I
that
think so.
area.
it's
in that
not
area,
published. Publicized though, right? You don't see it on mainstream media because that's not the narrative they want you to see.
right.
There you go.
Because you know what? Because there is nothing there for you to see. We
Oh,
already know
there's plenty to see.
unless you're a second grader and you don't believe in somebody's beating the system, irregardless of their color,
Well, yeah,
their
that's
weight,
true.
their height. If somebody's been on this system for 5, 6, 7, 8 years and nobody did a recheck, that means nobody gives a shit. Let's just
Right.
keep it a buck.
It's not about who they're. It's not about who they're helping. It's about who gets elected.
When's the last time you heard about SNAP before R brought it up because people might have to go to work to get benefits? When's the last time you heard anything about SNAP? I'll wait. Yeah, go ahead.
Right.
I saw you shaking your hand.
Right. No,
Well,
it's
it's because again, if you're doling out pennies for people to sustain life, whether people are getting over on the system or not a lot of money. Not a lot of money. It's not anything that is going to break the system. But if you I mean, we live in a time where it's kind of like we need villains. We need villains in society because we need people that we can blame. We need people that we can say are the bad guys. We need people that we need to crack down on. We need to, turn things around, or turn up the heat or whatever. So I get it. I understand, people taking advantage of the system. There shouldn't be. It's a bad thing. Okay. But at the end of the day, in the grand scheme of things, these are pennies that they're making a big deal about, and the billions
Are they really
of dollars.
pennies? Are they really pennies?
Yeah, and you know what?
Yeah.
To that point, or not
Yeah.
to cut you off, to Bishop's
Yeah.
point,
Yeah.
wouldn't that be a motivating factor for you, the individual, to do better if you're only getting pennies? So is
Right.
it the pennies or is it I'm getting something free?
Yeah, it's not a lot of money. It's not a lot
Right,
of
I
money.
know. It's not like you're getting...
It's
that
not.
would be a motivating factor for me to do better. Maybe I'm different. I don't know. I'm
It's
pretty
not
sure every
wanting
one of
to-
y'all would do the same thing too.
It's almost like not wanting better for yourself.
Well, you're not teaching anybody how to fish. You're just giving them the fish.
Exactly.
So
Right. Thank you.
if I'm just giving you the fish, and you never learned how to fish, it's kind of like, and I'm so in essence, I'm controlling you.
Thank you.
I'm controlling you.
Ding 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 ding.
Yeah, I'm gonna let it go
controlling you.
after that.
I'm controlling you.
Yeah.
I'm controlling you.
Thank you.
And I'm willing to give you 5 cents for the control of you.
Thank you. Can somebody give Bishop a cookie?
And guess what, guys? This stuff that R's bringing up. Hold on, guys.
Huh?
I'm talking about stuff. We're R's bringing this up now, and then what's going to happen in 6 months from now? What's going to take place in this country in 6 months from now?
Nothing.
Midterm elections.
Ah.
Oh yeah. It's all manipulation. Sorry.
I got you. I'm gonna keep giving you that free stuff, but I need something from you. This is where the system is jacked up, guys. And forgive me for saying it, but this is part of the ilk about this fucking system that I could dangle this carrot over your head but I need something from you. And to Bishop's point, for pennies, and you know what? Again, we all have some kind of motivational system in our body. I firmly believe that, guys. I fail to believe that everybody can be that. I don't want to say desperate, needy, whatever. I firmly believe everybody has a little bit in their body that would say, instead of me getting these peanuts, I can do better. I can. But I don't, at least I don't have this carrot dangling over my head. And then I got to worry about it every 2 to 4 years, depending on who wants my vote for this carrot to stay where it's at. That part is appalling, guys. And you know what? It works. It works.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, sure, bro.
So if they're dangling this carrot, so that means they're dangling this carrot over the people down in Lakewood, New Jersey? Or Reg, what'd you say in the chat? Bedford-Stuyvesant, right?
Well, we started out with the beach, but we were supposed to be talking about Snap, and I don't know.
I'm talking about this right here, because if the country's not going to go broke
basically
over this or whatever it is. But again, like I said, it's regionalized about who they decide who's going to be the face of it. And like Reg and like R said, you got specific parts in New York. There's articles on Lakewood, New Jersey, where you got people having 8, 9, 10 kids.
Right.
And and I know exactly who they are. So the God's chosen people. No one's saying anything about it. Not a word about it. So you just can't pick and choose, because if you're dangling the carrot, the people who are getting those benefits, they're not the ones standing in line casting votes.
I would debate that, Ronan.
I follow politics the same way I follow the NFL.
So do I. I'm just saying, I'm not going to say it ain't true, but I ain't going to say it's totally false either.
And if that's the case, if you're going down that route, well, so-called God chosen people, they're putting a ton of money into people's pockets to be to win these specific seats.
Right.
Of course. That's I ain't going to debate that. We just saw it not long ago.
It goes to the highest bidder. It goes to the highest bidder.
Somebody just spent $1 billion not long ago. $1 billion, guys. But we want to.
Like I said, it's regionalized, man. I mean, ain't no one saying about this. If you're talking about generations and generations of people being poor, no one's talking about people in West Virginia. All they do, they spend their time smoking Parliament cigarettes, drinking Mellow Yellow,
right,
running around with half the teeth in their missing their mouth.
If we want to separate it, again, the question was about Snap. Is there anything wrong with somebody saying you might have to earn these benefits?
No.
Is there something wrong with that? Now, we can break it down into all different categories, but I thought we were talking about, would it be wrong if somebody had to work for some of the benefits they're getting? Everybody does it, guys. We all went to work for benefits or something, a check, healthcare, something.
I think
we all did it.
I think what to Ronan's point.
So if you're getting these benefits, are these people? They're not going to be working at IBM. These are people going to be working at McDonald's, Burger
But they're
King.
going to be working. That's a motivating.
And they're not making enough money to survive. If you live in New York, you working in doing retail in Macy's, that's not enough to live on. That's not enough to live on anywhere in this country.
Again, I don't think we're debating that. We're just debating if I could give you something, can't you give something back? Especially, and guys, trust me,
they can't, because the sociopathic system.
If I'm talking about people that are able-bodied individuals, I understand everybody's not able-bodied. Again, guys, I come from an elk where we have thousands, if not a fucking million, disabled vets. So I understand who can't do something.
Right.
So, but there are people, Ronan, that are between 18 and 25 years old that can contribute something.
Yes.
But if you're just sitting there and saying, well, you know what, I'm getting this and I have to do that means it's never going to stop, because there's no checks and balances in this system.
Right.
Y'all know people that have been on the system. I know I do, for 20 years. They was on the system before I joined the Army, and they was on the system when I retired from the Army.
And how good are their lives?
Terrible.
I'm not getting into that, Bishop. I'm just talking
No,
about
I'm
the system being to where we don't look into maybe Bishop did
Excuse
do
me.
this, maybe Bishop can do that. It's so I keep equating this shit to like your job. If you do good at work, you'll probably get a raise. You might move up. You might do this. But if you don't do nothing, then what's going to happen? You're either going to stay stagnant or you'll move on. But I don't think there's nothing wrong, because the question was, do we think there's anything wrong with somebody going to work to get a benefit? I think that was the question.
All right, then let me play devil's advocate. All right.
Right.
So I'm just saying,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm the altruistic villain. So if that's
Wait,
the case,
what?
all right, I agree. Wait, altruistic. I'm a villain with a heart. All right. So what you're saying, that case, all right, able-bodied work. All right. So these jobs that they have out there, this generation. Now I'm just throwing this out there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just observation.
Okay.
You have a generation right now that's spoiled, who thinks that everything should be given to them. That's
Thank
Gen
you.
Z.
Yes,
Now wait,
yes.
don't cheer for, like I said,
Right.
don't cheer yet. Don't cheer, Dr. Doom, don't cheer for Doom. Now, with that said, now these people, these jobs, these are the ones that they're rounding up and kicking them out. They're doing the jobs that people who were born here don't want to do. I drive around the whole state of New Jersey, so I'm up in some of the rural parts, all these farms. There's no young white dudes out there, no young white women, there ain't no young black dudes, there ain't no young white, predominantly white areas. There's no young white folks out there. You got Latinos out there picking produce. And even we all know it. These cats now out there in the Midwest, now specifically the Bible Belt, the Midwest, they can sit here and complain all they want. The people that was doing on their farms, they're gone. And then the people right in their towns, these young able-bodied cats, they don't want to do it. So maybe their parents need to kick their asses like, yo, maybe you should go out and get a job.
Now we ain't gonna debate that shit, Ronan. No.
Can I say one thing? I just want to say one thing. Okay, I've said this a million times. I study quantum physics. It's very easy. It's not hard. It's all about creating a narrative that people are fighting with each other. If people are fighting with each other, nobody's paying attention to the people behind the curtain. Okay? All of this, everything, is to keep people fighting with each other.
I'm not fighting with them. I'm making my plan is simple. See, I plan on leaving. So that's my plan. I could care less. They can keep their stupid narratives. The narratives they want to buy into. First of all, if it's a narrative, is driven by who? People who own corporations, own these media these operations. So even that, you can't even get actual real journalistic integrity nowadays. If you get your news from MSN or Fox News or Newsmax, stuff like that, that's not news. That's just populist.
It's emotional. I can't even say it.
Propaganda.
Emotional manipulation.
It's propaganda.
But you know what's weird when we start talking about these beans and bullets and money? Do you know? And thank God I'm not one of them, but there's plenty of them. That if you're collecting, again, I can always go by what I know. VA disability. If you're collecting disability, let's say at 100% rate, without me telling you how much it is, you could only make $1,800 a month if you decide to go to work. But here's another, as Ronan would say, here's another carrot. But if you apply for unemployability, we'll give you an extra $300 a month. But now you could only make $1,000 a month. Now, for individuals such as me and others, plenty of others that have retired and get disability, yes, that's great. Fuck it, I don't need your $1,800. Give me my money, let me run. But even with that, guys, there's a fucking caveat to that shit. You got somebody that is 100% disabled, and trust me, guys, to get 100% disability, I don't know if y'all are familiar with this shit. Probably not. There got to be something seriously fucked up with you. serious. I'm just saying. Please don't look at me differently after the day. But
Wow, that's really bad.
there's got to be something really wrong with you to get 100% disability. So in that case, let's say to Ronan's point, nobody's saying you can't do nothing. But when you're that jacked up, and then they want to say you can't make more than $1,800, that's some crazy shit. And guess what?
Wow.
With your disability, you don't get no SNAP, you don't get none of that shit. But they'll tell you, "Sorry, R. Here's the thing. They have this really good catch. If you make $1,801, we're going to talk to you. If you do it again, we're going to talk to you again and say, hey, what do you want?
Right.
Do you want that $1,800 or do you want this disability? The choice is yours. If you do it a third time, we're going to make the decision for you."
Oh, wow.
$1,800 fucking dollars. Really? Come on.
Really?
Guys. This is serious. $1,800.
The Knicks. It's 109.
It's
like
over.
91.
It's over.
With like a minute and some change left, and I not to change the subject.
Please.
and
All good.
not to change the subject, but I might have to reassess what I initially said. I said 5 games. I think this might be a sweep.
I said it. I
don't know. They're only.
I said it when they blew that 22-point
Bishop,
lead.
I said
I
the
didn't think
same
there
thing.
was no coming back from that.
This
They're
might
only
be a
down
sweep.
16 points.
Well,
This might be.
Well, now it's over.
I
It's
was
over
peeking at
anyways.
this. They cut the shit to 8 points. If I'm not
They
mistaken,
did. No, you're right. I was
peeking
watching
at it.
They did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now they're only down by 18.
Right.
Exactly.
When they blew that 22-point lead, this guy's going to lose his job. He will not be
no
coaching
question.
Cleveland next year.
Who?
What's
So
his
Jason
name?
Kidd might be coaching Cleveland.
Well, so this was what we were talking about in the group checks. It's like he's in a tough spot because if you
Fuck you shooting
if
a
you
three.
if you take Harden out of the game, then you run the risk of alienating a player, and you run the risk of alienating players in that
Right.
locker room, because had it not been for the play of Harden, you wouldn't be in the position that you're in. Now, it's kind of like unfair for everybody to be piling on James Harden when Brunson got past James Harden and then there was no help beyond James Harden. When you know that he's not the strong suit. So it's kind of like a lot of that. I'm like, well, where was Evan Mobley at? Where was the other guy, Jared Allen, when Brunson is like in the paint there,
There you go.
getting past Harden at the top? Where was the help defense at? And then on top of it, it's like, okay, well, Donovan Mitchell, this is where leaders come in. If they are focusing on Brunson, on Harden and singling him out, let me figure out how I get in the mix here. Let me figure out, like, we're gonna double team, we're gonna make sure that we get the ball out of his hands so that they can't. So we'll just force somebody else to beat us. The coach doesn't have to tell you to do that. These are veteran players. You've been in NBA games.
I don't believe what I'm hearing.
The coach.
I don't believe what I'm hearing. Well, go ahead. I'm sorry, Bishop.
No, I'm saying if you got a true leader on the court, this is what I'm saying. The team is a leaderless team. That's the point that I'm trying to make. And it's like you can't have a 22-point lead with X amount of time left, and with 7 minutes left, you can say, okay, well, they get a certain amount of possessions, we get a certain amount of possessions. So if we continue to score at a 50% clip with our lead, and we get in a certain amount of possessions, we're going to win this game. So that's a leader on the court. They don't have that. They don't have that.
And they
Can I
didn't
ask
have a
Bishop
leader on the bench, Bishop. This
Can I
guy
ask
went
Bishop a question?
7 minutes and 48 seconds with 4 timeouts. The team that's making the comeback is the team that has been rested for 9 days. You're the team that seems like the wind is coming out your sails because you just played a 7-game series. You played 2 7-game series. So
Right.
don't you think for 1 minute in your mind, knowing you're going to lose 2 of these timeouts when we hit the 3-minute mark, don't you think maybe I could slow this fucking train down by calling a timeout and then discuss what you're saying, Bishop? How about we leave Brunson here? Or let's say this, we switch who's checking Brunson. We all know none of us on here are professional coaches, but we know James Harden can't check a traffic cone. But you got him checking the number 1 scorer on the other team who happens to be on fire.
I just have a question for Bishop real quick. I just have a question. How do we go from snap benefits to evil Brunson?
Because somebody brought up the score.
No, I was kind of like trying to change the subject, but
I'll bury James Harden.
It was passive aggressive, but
right.
You know,
but you got to admit, Bishop, you can't.
If you know me, you're
passive aggressive.
Yeah, but but I'm saying if you get rid of him, who else is going to take that job and get more out of those guys?
Anybody,
nobody.
Bishop. It's the NBA. We recycle coaches like socks. But
I'm saying with that
fucking dick, whatever they call that.
For that particular group, but I'm saying with that particular group, who's going to get more out of Harden? Who's going to get more out of Mitchell? Who's going to get those guys?
That's the problem, Bishop. They don't care. I will take the job because I can do it. My wings are like a shield of steel. I can do this. I could turn fucking mud into mountains. This is how this coaching shit works. And guess what? In 3 years, we'll recycle it. Y'all are the ones that kept telling me, guys. I hate to keep bringing up what y'all used to tell me about the recycling of coaches, blah, 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 whether it's the NFL, the NBA. But that's what happens. Believe me, Jason Kidd might be coaching Cleveland next year because this guy might get fired because of an 8-minute brain lapse. And guess what, guys? Tell the truth. I ain't the only one that probably said this. You blow a 22-point lead with 7 minutes and change left. That shit is almost impossible to come back from. Now, here's their only saving grace. We all know a series don't start till a road team wins a game. But I don't see them winning a game because I don't think you come back from that. That shit was devastating, man. You played 3 quarters. You played 3 quarters and 3 to 4 minutes of the last quarter of good basketball. And then you went what? Shit? You shit the bed that bad? Like
listen,
said, you only had to score every other or every third possession to win. They're done. They're getting swept.
They are getting swept.
They are getting swept.
They said somebody said the Jets had a better chance of winning the Super Bowl than the Knicks winning that game the other night.
Exactly. How many Knicks fans turned that game off?
How many Knicks fans walked out of the Garden?
Oh, you saw that? I saw that.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Actually walked out?
Yeah, they was walking out.
Yeah,
that's
you're down by 22
sacrilegious.
Points. Well, you know what, again, I know Arl got to work tomorrow, but I'm sitting here texting my son last night, trying to talk my son, a diehard Knicks fan, off the cliff.
Yeah.
Dominic, there's some games, man, that I don't care how many points the Knicks are down. That's why I don't do the texting with you guys. When y'all are texting during the game, I don't never do that. But I'm texting my son. Guess what? About 3 minutes into the damn fourth quarter, I'm texting him, and I ain't getting no answer.
Right.
I'm like, that motherfucker done went to bed. He texts me the next morning. Dad, did you stay up and watch the whole game? I was trying to tell you via text. Don't go to bed, son. Stranger shit has happened.
There you go.
You went to bed. But then you're right. There was people that left. All that money they're charging for these playoff tickets and
average $1,000 a ticket.
Oh.
What?
Average.
Yeah.
What?
For cheap seats, Ev. Cheap seats.
Yeah.
$1,000.
Matter of fact, me and my son have been looking into they're on sale already, guys. Tickets for the finals.
Okay.
They're on sale. I can't pay $5,000.
Nah, I'm listening.
No.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, no, serious.
Yeah.
Go on
People are-
StubHub or Game
People
Time.
people are ordering championship rings already.
Mm.
It's a lot cheaper to watch it on TV. I'm just saying.
Mm.
I mean,
Word.
don't get me wrong, guys. It would be, like the ultimate, even if it wasn't a closeout game, just to say I was there. But for $5-6 grand, that's $12,000 for two.
Forget
tickets.
about it. Forget
And
about
those
it.
ain't even good seats. I mean, they're
Exactly.
Trust me, guys.
So
Go
what
on
were the
Game
ticket
Time
prices
app.
when the Knicks won their last championship? Go figure.
Probably
Man.
$30.
Probably.
Yeah.
Wow.
$10 to sit up in the cheap seats.
That's
There you
price.
go.
1973.
That's price gouging.
No, it ain't. It's supply and demand. Again, going against everything the mayor of New York City believes in, but it's supply and demand. It ain't about who. Guys, trust me. I think if I could have got even maybe a 200 level for $2 grand, I might have jumped on it. Serious. I might have jumped on it. But I ain't paying no $5,000-$6,000. Fuck no.
For one game.
My wife would kill me.
One game?
One game, Ev. One game.
That's crazy.
No,
That's
that shit is insane.
Yeah, listen to this. Listen to this. Base value typically ranging from $6 to $12.50 per game. That was the playoff ticket prices at Madison Square Garden in 1973.
Wow.
and they're how much now?
Yeah, too damn much.
Depends on what game you're going to.
I said playoff game.
Yeah,
I'm
championship.
serious. That's a problem.
Yeah, you think?
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
so when you, I know you got to go on.
Yes, sir.
The point that I was making is like, so the way the NBA works, it seems like the bad coaches, they get to keep their gigs, and the good coaches get if they don't meet expectations, they get fired. So, classic example: Orlando Magic, Mosley. So that's a good coach, talented team. They didn't live up to expectations for this season, the season before that, because they were experiencing a lot of injuries, and inconsistencies in their lineup. He gets fired. Okay.
And he got a job.
Yeah, he got another job, but I'm just saying, I don't know who's going to volunteer for that Cavaliers job, because it's a leaderless team, and
What are you doing, Dom?
I'm sorry.
they're not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere.
I was trying to show you. I know y'all probably can't see it, but that right there is the 400 level. You're cleaning the lights.
Yeah.
You're cleaning the lights in the arena.
Right.
For $3,850.
Yeah, I think goddamn mine.
Wow.
That
Wow.
is nothing, guys. Let me show you. I don't want to show you. I know R wants
That's
to go to bed.
crazy. I know.
Check
Can we? We
but
can.
Here's
He's
the weird
gonna be
thing,
really
guys.
mad at us in the morning.
And this is only projected, because there ain't been a game yet, and they haven't won yet. So these are projected.
Right.
Anything under, if y'all are familiar, anything under the 200 level, the 400 level, guys, where you're cleaning the lights, they're about 4,000. Anything under that goes from 8,900, 7,100, 10,200.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
For one game.
One game, Ev.
Yeah, I think goddamn mine.
You ain't lying, one game.
That's like a house.
No, that's like somebody's whole monthly check. Speaking of SNAP benefits, no.
Oh my God! I'm
That
I'm living the wrong life for real.
I wonder how much the tickets would be in, like, say, San Antonio, and then you factor in your flight. And I'm just reaching, Bishop.
Yo, what's the name? Looks like the Green Goblin. I can't. The coach for the Cavaliers. He's doing his
He's done. Off my word. And today is what, May 21st?
Oh my
Yes,
God!
sir. Yes, sir.
By July, Jason Kidd gonna be the coach of Cleveland.
If I was Cleveland, I wouldn't want that. I mean, if I was a kid, I wouldn't want that job. I'd want the Magic job.
It's the
Yeah.
ego,
Yeah.
Bishop. It's the ego. I don't care, even if he goes to the Magic. Then what's he gonna do? Are we gonna change our tune? Oh, I guess.
He just
What's his
he just
name?
got to convince Paulo. He got to convince Paulo.
Yeah,
He got to convince
exactly.
Paulo to be more of a team player. And it's
Yeah.
kind of like maybe it's like, okay, well, we'll run the offense through you, but you're gonna be a facilitator.
Right.
We'll run the
Kid
offense.
might
We'll
shut
put it
us
in your.
all up. He might go
Put
to
it in your
Chicago,
hands.
Bishop.
Oh Lord.
He might be the Bulls coach by next week.
Yeah, they ain't got
Lord.
they ain't got nothing there either. Who they got there?
Exactly.
Orlando is the best because they're
It's
the
the best
closest.
fit, yes, because they got
Yeah.
the most talent.
They're the closest to being something
Right.
without draft picks and this and
Yeah,
that
but
because
if
they
they
already
couldn't-
got a set
If
lineup.
they couldn't fall in line with the coach they had, man, and somebody, again, what you said, Bishop, about leadership, if somebody couldn't put foot in his ass, then they blew that shit. Besides the coach, they blew that shit as a because nobody could tell. I mean, I understand the inmates are running the asylum, but y'all had a good team. Y'all had a good team. You had a good coach. You're in a perfect location, and nobody could tell this dude Bishop, yo, I'm getting ready to put my foot in your ass if you don't get your shit together. But what happened? He didn't. They didn't. You lose your coach. Now who's gonna be the coach?
Yeah, it's like, well, he did score 38 points in that game that they got closed out in.
Yeah, they lost.
He shot every shot. He shot every shot.
Ain't worth $10,000 though.
He shot threes. He looked off 3-point shooters for him to shoot his threes.
He was evil Brunson on steroids.
Yeah, and it's just like, dude, like we can't win with you playing that way. And I think that was the same problem with Adrian Griffin in Milwaukee. He saw that long term, if they wanted to win and they wanted to stay relevant, that Giannis had to change his game, and he refused to do it. And at 30 and 10, he gets fired.
Right, and then you fire the coach you hired to take his place. Help me out.
That had to happen. That had to happen.
Man. Yeah.
That had to happen because now you got your way. You got your way, and you're losing. So it's like, well, this is what you want.
Bishop, they got rid of two. They got rid of 2 coaches in 4 years, and this guy might not even be on the team next year.
So we should let R go to sleep because he's gonna be really angry at us in the morning.
Nah, we're good. We're good.
What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday.
All day, brother.
Oh shit!
He has to go out and save the world. So.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
We're done for.
Pressure on you.
We're done for. If I have to save the world, we're done for. That's it.
All right. Well, let R take his Metamucil and go to bed.
No, what's that other thing? What's that shit they gave me? Melatonin.
No, it's Metamucil. He has to stay regular.
Gentlemen and lady, it's been a true pleasure. Ronan, Reg,
oh my God.
Yes, sir.
Bishop,
One day I
Dom.
want to hear just say, every one of y'all drop dead.
Oh no, please don't.
That would never happen.
Don't put that out.
That would never happen. That would never happen.
Oh God.
But seriously, I got to go.
Have a good night.
You guys have a great wonderful weekend.
Till next week.
All right. Bye-bye.
Next week. All right.
Peace. All righty.